Wind beneath my wings.
Oh, God.
Wind beneath my wings. You are. So I know.
Wind beneath nobody's wings
Listen,
at this point.
I know this is gonna get bad. And again, I'm the only black person in this town, and I'm dressed like a person supposed to be going to a fucking funeral. Hello, Nikki. How are you?
Good, and you.
Bring your ass in because we diving in deep. Okay. So I know this is about to turn bad.
Oh, I know how this show is going to go if you're starting out with this story.
Listen, they put said cardboard casket in the car, in the hearse. Now, there is a line of cars.
For the hearse.
30,
So
35
did he
motherfucking cars.
wait that he didn't bust out the bottom of the cardboard
Wait,
casket?
hold on. We ain't got there yet.
Oh, it's a real cardboard casket.
We are slowly.
Hold on.
Please hold on.
Sid,
all right,
please,
so
you gotta let him cook.
you gotta let me cook. Gotta let me cook. All right. So
Okay, Glorilla.
they put the motherfucking cardboard casket in a hearse. There's like 30, 35 cars is gonna be going where they burying this boy. The word was he liked Tupac, play Tupac. Does that sound like a uniform song of any kind? No. No, it doesn't. So
It's got a wide catalog.
for 35 carloads of people blaring, and please understand, there was no small radio. They were blaring every Tupac song you could fucking think of. I heard Dear Mama, California Love, How Do You Want It?
Nobody
Hail
chose the
Mary.
same song, did they?
Nobody
How did you
nobody
want it
chose.
at the funeral.
I don't know. So you got 35 cars with what basically amounts to what would happen if Tupac's bowels started to fart and go off and we could hear them. It's just a line of Tupac and don't nobody know what the fuck he is saying. I'm in the car like this.
Oh, it gets better.
Man, I'm the only black person.
It gets better.
I love that.
Hold on. And just
I love that
when
angry
thought,
just keeps coming in. Oh, it gets
dog, just when I thought this can't possibly get worse, it did. Now, casket's going to it's going to go in the hole. You know.
Where it goes.
It's supposed to go in the hole, right?
Should.
So, body, casket, cardboard, all gets to the hole. They break out Bud Light. And we're talking cases with an S. Cases of Bud Light. Everybody gets a Bud Light. Now, here I'm thinking, we're going to drink this Bud Light. Woman I was with said, nah, hold on. What the fuck are we holding on for? Now, I want to go back to something I said earlier. This is a cardboard casket.
Oh, again, it gets better.
It gets so much fucking. This is a cardboard casket.
Oh, it gets better.
They start cracking these bitches open.
No.
Yes. That's exactly what. Yes.
Oh, it gets better.
Tupac poured out one for his homies.
Oh, it gets better.
That it was cardboard?
It gets even better.
Yes. Tupac poured out one for his homies. So they're going to pour Bud Light over this cardboard casket. Now, for maybe the first 5, maybe 6, I'm thinking 6. 6 bottles, no problem. By
The
bottle
cardboard
13,
holds.
Yeah, by bottle
Cardboard
13,
now.
I'm hearing shit.
Cardboard.
I'm hearing shit. I'm hearing you know when a box rips? I can hear this shit. I'm sitting in the front row and I hear I said, I told that white girl, I
Drink
said,
that
hey,
beer and left.
hey. And we're talking, that was 15, 16, 17 bottles in. There was still fucking 40 people behind with a bottle of beer. I said, hey, if their body falls out this casket, I'm leaving. I will walk home. I'm standing for this. I'm not staying here. I can't do it. And they just pouring, crying. Love you. I'm here. This casket is making noise. It's cardboard casket. And then I'm looking. Hold on, because I'm sitting.
I want you to visualize the object just with an open bottle of beer, just like.
Listen, I didn't pour it. I drank mine. Y'all out y'all fucking mind. I'm not doing this. Fuck y'all. I gotta stand for this.
For person after person.
That's it. Oh,
listen.
It gets better.
Worse.
Oh, good.
So,
thank God.
Oh, it gets better.
I'm sitting again.
It gets so much better.
Abundantly clear. I'm sitting in the front row on some uneven mud, right? So what can I see? I can see the body coming out.
Bye.
I saw the bottom of the shit. It has beer pouring into the hole. And the body, I can see splits at the bottom. I said, let me get out of here. You don't want to say what? Nope. And she's like, that's really rude. I'm like, that he was about to fall out of the fucking box. What are you talking about?
That's rude.
That's the ghetto. Listen, the funeral I went to for my friend when she killed herself was ghetto only because a gay person fainted and her gangster brothers got up and started beating the shit out of these people. I don't know. I was like, wow, this is the wildest shit I ever heard. I ain't never been to a funeral this ghetto, and then I went to that one. I'm like, that one. The body was coming out. Body was coming out because it was cardboard with cloth on the inside of it.
Okay,
It's a weight. You might as well just put cement in the motherfucker.
But I'm stuck on the whole town had to come together to get a cardboard. First of all, who's selling card? You know what? I don't want to know. I feel like I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole anyway.
Hey, some people listen. Some people cannot afford that wood. They give me a cardboard.
That's why they cranky all over TikTok. See, I thought my uncle's funeral was
trying to understand this, Taz. You'll hurt your brain trying to understand.
You'll hurt yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I thought my one uncle's funeral was ghetto because one, he died of COVID and he was a whore. So we couldn't have it in the church. We had to have it at the gravesite, and it was cold. Did I want to be there? No, but I made a promise. And then as I was sitting there, I noticed that his then wife, his on again, off again wife 672, I guess, showed up with her baby daddy. And I was like, oh, let's get ready to roll. Like, I just knew they was gonna knock the casket over. And I was like, why we spend so much money on this casket? Why we do this?
Why are you coming to a funeral? You know what? Never mind. I have questions.
Again, Thomas. You try to wrap your brain around it, you'll hurt yourself.
I have questions.
No,
I have questions. I'm not getting any answers from the motherfuckers, but I have questions.
But no, y'all know me. You know that I stood there and asked the questions at the funeral.
Because you're a smart ass and you can get away with it.
And my daddy, who is trying to bury his oldest brother and perform the ceremony, is looking at me like, quit going around asking people stuff. You should have got me a babysitter, and you didn't. I'm going to keep walking around asking my questions.
The most fun you can have at a funeral is when the kids from one side, his first kids meet his second kids. Nothing. It depends because with black folks, it's a Tyler Perry film. With white people, you're going to get some jangly guitars and some wheat.
No, this is better. This is my uncle I told y'all about that every year we met a new kid of his. There was a bunch of new kids at the funeral. So I decided to become the welcoming community.
I get afraid.
Taz, who your mama? She here.
Listen, I get afraid because my old man did not understand the concept of a condom. I'm afraid. Like I had to ask sisters all the time. So tell me about your daddy. What he like? Oh, he had gray hair. I'm like, oh shit. Got a picture of him? Before we get into it, y'all, I would like to introduce y'all to Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki Hughes, welcome to the Villains View. We ain't even on the radio yet, so I just wanted to, I'm blowing smoke up her ass. Yes, I am. Okay, so Thomas over here blowing smoke up. Yes.
You don't have to. I'm so happy to be here. Like beyond excited. Like I'm.
You might want to stick a pin in that till you get to the end of it.
We ain't even gotten to the show yet.
Hey, wait, whoa!
Like,
You
I'm
may,
so happy to be here.
may want to pump your brakes on that one.
Our
It's like
apologies
2 hours later.
ahead
What
of
the fuck?
time. Our apologies ahead of time. Between the four of us, we ain't got no home training.
None.
Okay.
You
You know what? We should advertise the show like that.
You talking
Villains
to
View.
you
We ain't got
talking
no
to a
goddamn
girl
home
that was
training.
raised on jazz, blues, and Richard Pryor records. I'm good. we
Okay. All right. So you understand.
See what I'm saying?
All right.
This is why I love her. I knew it. Listen. The woman's name on Instagram is Bitch Happen.
Like so.
Well, you know what? This
ready.
week I got somebody to sell the records with, so I'm happy.
Oh,
I feel like I'm gonna be right at home.
yes, around here you will.
Yeah,
we got matching hair color and everything. We just came to sell the records.
Yes,
We
look,
ain't got no home training.
I'm in good company because I absolutely I'm known to go off the rails.
Around here you is.
We ain't got no rails. We don't got no
Rails.
rails.
We had to remove the guardrails years ago.
So hold up. Yes. Wait. Rails. Who got cocaine?
Rails.
That's why I had to turn my camera off.
I tell people you got to brace for impact with me because it's you gonna get what I give you. So
listen,
that's all I can say.
If this show had another name, it would be like we going in
raw.
God. the best thing that could have happened is we had our own radio station in this bitch. This wasn't gonna go over well with the Hot 101 crowd. That's
oh no, this will not go over well with that crowd at all.
Fuck no.
No.
So I just want to know who gonna be the first one to do it. Because I know one of the four of y'all gonna do it. I'm gonna try my damnedest not. We got to talk about that limp dick ass parade.
Oh yeah.
What parade?
You want me to?
What parade?
I made a video.
I don't give a fuck who does it.
Hold up. What parade?
Maybe I was gonna let Nikki do it since she's new here, but
hold up. Wait. There's a parade?
Oh yeah.
I already made a video.
Wait. Hold up.
I mean, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
No damn parade.
Was it a parade outside of where the little squeaking tanks were going? Was there another parade or something?
Squeaky wheel.
Parade. That was rain down.
That was an embarrassment.
I mean, was that supposed to be a parade? I mean,
the only thing I could think of right there, the only thing I could think of.
That was an embarrassment. That's what it was.
Nobody did PMCS on that fucking tank. You just gonna take
that
it.
was malicious.
Somebody gonna let that come off their face. Nobody put no
fucking
JPA to nothing on the
wheels. No, that's exactly it.
That was we got a chance to watch Melania finally have an orgasm. That's what we got to see. That's what that was.
Yeah. Because the way she wanted to smirk, the way she wanted to laugh, like motherfucker, I told you that this was gonna be a waste of fucking time. The way she was looking, a waste of fucking time. Like that parade is a representation of his dick. Because
now the day before he spelled parade P-E-R-A-D-E, and I was like that was perfect. That is what we got. We got a parade. And when I noticed that, first of all, they moved the time up from 6:30 to 6:05, I was like, something dumb would happen. And then Melania showed up. I said, oh, this gonna be good. This gonna be some fuck shit. This gonna be some fuck shit.
No, the check cleared. She was there because the check cleared.
Hey, I just have one question. I just really want to know from this woman.
She has a kink for seeing him embarrassed because as much as we really like to say that she's not attracted to him, Donald Trump looks exactly like her daddy. That's an incest throuple.
Oh, I've never seen. I didn't see the daddy.
Look up her daddy. Look up her daddy. Okay, you know what? I gotta stop fucking the show up every week. Last week it was the digital hunger strike.
No. Speaking of that, I see right here.
How do you make your own nipple go invert? Like, shit, you said that, and I lost a nipple. Like I lost like a whole titty gone. I had pecs till you said that shit. It's a throuple. Oh shit!
That is
now
an incest throuple.
I'm just glad you got the one that didn't have no tattoo on it. If you'd have got the one with my kids on it, it'd been a problem. Like on Father's Day, you gonna just take my nipple, just take the whole thing.
How
Fuck
dare
Thomas.
you?
He didn't need that tattoo. It was there anyway. Fuck him. Like,
you know your kids.
It was so satisfying, and you can't really say that when you mention Donald Trump, but it was satisfying that Donald Trump is never in the same sentence. But I'm gonna say it today because that's what the fuck it was. Because to see that little fucking Thomas train, no pun intended, tank, just them fucking soldiers didn't want to be there, and they did.
They wasn't even marching on beat.
They
looked like they were taking a casual stroll. That's what they looked.
They knew they knew
everybody on a different beat.
Well, I mean that's what. Well, you know.
No, they looked like they were all taking a casual stroll. Just
because
it was called cadence. It was just
nobody was there. It was just like I've never seen some. And then he was like when he did the Craigslist ad. First of all, you want minorities, aka niggas, to show up, and you talking about some motherfucking crypto coin? Don't fucking play with us. We don't do imaginary money.
Let me explain something to you.
We don't do imaginary money. You
give me my shit paper.
Like that with Craigslist again. They should have just got back to the part where it's like you can get a blowjob for just show up in my house. I mean,
like,
Craigslist personals, you're gonna do all this dumbass shit.
No, they should have had the Craigslist ad read like this: times are hard. Looking for a job? We got one hell of an afternoon for you. Forget Magic City. You don't need to go to Chocolate City. Come on down to what was formerly Black Lives Matter Boulevard. We got money for you and some fried chicken.
That was the most. Listen,
I gotta stop almost knocking myself over because
because your ass pregnant. You know damn well you can't get back up. You ass like a turtle. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know, I turtled myself the one time he had left to go to work, right? I turtled myself and I was screaming for his brother to come get me, and his brother didn't hear me because he went downstairs to go cook and left his phone upstairs. He came home to flip me over. That's love. Then he told me, you got to go downstairs to the couch.
I do have one question. His parade fizzled the fuck out. Did Melania even let him hit?
Ew, she let him hit since Baron.
But here, this is why I say this. My birthday is December 31st. Okay, everybody and their grandmother knows it. Birthday is December 31st. There are things that I want on my birthday, and there's things I expect. Okay, a banana pudding, I expect. Touch a titty, maybe it's something I want. It's my fucking birthday. Can I get a handful? If he had a shitty parade and got no ass.
Well, I mean, what's she gonna do? Take the fucking catheter out? The fucking, like, I mean, that gets in the way. I would think that would get in the way. It kills the romance.
Can you take your own catheter out this time?
Donna, take your own catheter out this time.
You trying to get romantic and shit and be like, hold on, let me take the catheter out, but it's just, it fucks up the mood. It's either, I mean, if his dick is hard after that, his dick don't ever get hard because all that cocaine and shit, he done. But imagine you a woman and you with a man and he like, baby, I gotta take the catheter out. My pussy is the Sahara instantly. And this is coming from a woman that I love me a cat daddy. Don't get it. I love me. I'm 44. Give me a man that's a good 10 to 12 years older than me. I can do the early bird. I can do the early bird special. You know, if you ain't got an AARP card, don't even look in my direction. That's how I am. But
that's how I ended up knocked up.
I almost choked on smoke. I almost vaped and died. Y'all, I almost died. I almost died. Nikki almost killed me before the fucking show started. I
hadn't even done opening credits.
Like,
listen, man.
It was like, wait a minute, a laugh is coming. I almost died.
Look at man.
Everybody on this show almost watched me croak.
So listen, man. I knew this shit was gonna fly off the rails. So you started off with that funeral story, all right?
Well, getting an older, dapper gentleman who dresses like an older, dapper gentleman.
Yes.
That's why I'm knocked up now. That's why I'm knocked up now.
Yeah,
and the sad part about it is he ordered my ass off TikTok shop and then DoorDashed me up to him.
You know, listen.
Let-
Does he have brothers that are single? Because listen, come on.
Nikki, there's no reason. You know
And
what?
one
Never mind.
cook-
I know
one cook
exactly
real
why
good,
you.
though.
I know exactly why you single. Listen, ain't no guy got time for that. Like, can you read?
Look, if
Do you know how to
somebody
tie
got
your
time-
shoes? Have you
First of all,
washed
if
your
somebody
ass
got
lately?
time for
What does
me,
your breath
there's
smell
hope.
like? What
If
your credit
somebody got
score
time
look
for
like?
me,
Are you
there's hope
driving
for
or riding the
anybody.
bus? Hold on. Are you carrying Jesus sandals? Is them Jesus sandals in your hand? Nah, son, we can't even. I don't care how big your dick is. It's wrapped around a homeless man. Like, I'm good.
No, when we know, first of all, we know that first of all, I'm a raging lesbian that ended up with a man that is still confusing to everyone involved and others. And we know that am I the easiest to get along with as a friend? Yes. As a sibling, absolutely not. In a relationship,
no.
I'm a little unhinged, a little bit, a little bit.
The reason why I'm single is because I can't. My freedom and my peace is not fucking worth it. And I've never like. It's not to say marriage is bad, but I knew from a child that it just wasn't gonna be me. I knew I was gonna have one child. If I ever had a child, and I did, it was gonna be one. I knew what my capacity was, mentally, physically, emotionally. This was it.
Oh,
I can't.
You just look for maintenance dates. Like, you just want a motherfucker to come in, check the pipes. Say, hey,
yes,
like, it's a little bit clogged
the
up
reason
there.
why nobody.
I want my own stuff.
Maybe
I
kick
want
the
my
tires
own.
every now and again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to
and
be in a position that if I look over at a nigga and be like, nah, either I'm putting on my clothes or he putting on his pants, but somebody getting the fuck out.
And I completely understand. That's probably why I've been married 5 times. But yeah, I digress.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Because for a very long time, when I told y'all, flaming lesbian, I'm pretty sure there's a surviving Taz story out there from a bunch of heifers. I was a vampire lesbian, meaning the sun could not hit you, and we looking at each other. You got to go. Okay, you can't stay here, and I'm not staying there.
So that song "As We Lay" was not for you, huh?
Absolutely not, because we're not laying. Okay,
you forgot that your ass was supposed to be leaving. Get the fuck out.
And there's no more they I wish I could do it again. Don't do shit now, because I'm a toxic lesbian. But I don't like people touching my stuff, especially my snacks. But I still love him, even though he keeps eating my snacks.
You're eating for 2. Have we established he ain't supposed to eat your shit? He eating your snacks. I will talk to him. Chaos, if you're listening, stop eating her snacks, please. There is a child inside of her. We have established that you can't eat her shit because there's a baby in there. You got it. She got it.
Just don't eat my snacks.
Don't eat her snacks.
Men tend to like my independence until they realize I'm not giving it up. Like, I always have to be in the position that when I want to go, I want to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. If I want to go somewhere, I want to go somewhere. If whatever the fuck I want to do, I want to do that. And most men think that a woman my age, I should be at home with a child, and they don't expect that I can get up and go do shit. And it's like, no, nigga, you might be jealous of the fact that you can't go do whatever the fuck you want, but I can do whatever the fuck I want, which is why I'm not married. Like, you can't come and go as you please. Yeah, you can't just, and it's not even about like, it's just the thought of it. It's just like, the only man I ever lived with was my daddy, and that was enough. I don't need to. I knew when I had my daughter, the moment I gave birth, I was like, I never need to do this shit again. Like, my biological clock gathered its belongings and walked right the fuck up out the hospital. It was like, things you never need to do again, I'll take it for 500, Alex, because I distinctly remember I had a C-section. The lady handed me my baby. I'm still drugged up. I looked at her. I said, all right, you can take it now because I don't want to drop it. And then, they brought it back to me later on. But, like, I just know myself. And I went through trials and tribulations with guys, being in relationships I shouldn't have been in and all that, only to discover I was right the first fucking time. I was never that girl that was like, oh, I want to get you married. I want to be the Disney princess. Like, I thought, yeah, I'm going to marry Michael Jackson. But beyond that shit, no, I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who are these dudes saying, every woman want to be married? The fuck no, they don't. No. No. Listen, if you not built for this shit, don't get in it. Listen. Marriage is like gangbang. Once you jumped in the set, buddy.
Yes.
You want to have sex and have somebody carry my stuff.
Marriage ain't for everybody. I'm trying to tell you.
It
works for me, but it don't work for every goddamn body else because.
And that would be when people would tell me, "Oh, you only have one child. She's gonna be alone." I have a 21-year-old well-adjusted daughter that's entering her senior year at a prestigious university. She's doing just fucking fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
You know what? She don't like needy motherfuckers. Like if you needy, get the fuck out. Like she just don't do it.
Oh my God.
And I am who I am. And like I said, guys like the appeal. Oh, she gets her own. She does this. She does that. But then when they see that I'm not going to give that up for them, then the switch up happens. And I'm just like, I'm in this era. I'm in my caftan and candles era. Okay.
God.
That's it. Like I don't. If
you on that type of time.
It's peaceful. It's peaceful. Like what I would love is just somebody in my life, dollar dick. Back in the day, like I had in my 20s. I had a phone book and I could just peruse that motherfucker. And, I would like to kind of have that again. But, between the Miami Heat and my fucking perimenopause relationship is not for me. Because I swear to God, I'll kill a man. I just know.
I was out here delivering.
Now,
I was working on other motherfucking schedules. When I was 25, I was
But
whatever.
All my life, all I wanted was sex and for somebody to carry my stuff. And I feel you with they love a boss chick, but then they don't love the schedule that comes along with it.
Hold on. Taz, you basically wanted to fuck a bellboy.
Or a bell girl. I don't care.
Same thing, fam. You like
I'm with her. Like
a bell hop.
Give me some now. Carry these bags upstairs.
Exactly.
Now I will say there was one habit that I had to break. Because it got so bad that one of my brothers, okay, first of all, this girl almost got her ass whooped by my mama and my granny. And I ain't never seen my granny. I ain't never heard my granny cuss. Because girl was like, her brother and I were friends. And I didn't know that that's who my brother was dating. And she was like, did you fuck my brother? Bitch, I'm gay. Like, no. I said, but I might fuck you. And my brother looked at me like, can you not take another girl from us?
Like, we're right here. Like, what are you doing?
You right, fam. You right.
We're in the room. Like, listen. I used to tell
I've been
people all the
selling
time.
the records for a long time. I'm just selling different
So you was the
records now.
personification of I'll take your bitch. Okay.
Okay, somebody pissed me. Okay, I have a stalker on TikTok. Okay, this woman decided, it's been a year. Woo-hoo, hey, Stanley, it's our 1-year anniversary of you being a crazy bitch. She decided to latch out on me. And anytime she crashes out, she decides to create a new account and find me. Usually I'm cool, calm, and collected. I will gather people up very calmly and go on about my day. Something about this woman one day just got to me. And I said, bitch, I found your mama's email. Don't make me call her and I will become your stepmama and go through the $73 she has in her bank account and she won't be able to leave you anything. And what did my man do as I said this? What did my man say? He was in the back and he said, just remind them we're a package plan now. See, this is why I am the way that I am. I found my person.
We have to start
my shenanigans.
We gotta start the show and you already on that bullshit. All right. Oh my God in heaven. All right. Ready? Everybody ready? Just Lord have mercy. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. And the parade went off like ass. It's Sunday. It's Sunday for you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another thrilling episode of The Villain's View on Ghost Claw Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as The Villain. I'm the good-looking one of 4. So I've been told. I don't know if it's true. Listen, I'm reading our fan mail. So I'm doing it.
I don't think you reading it right.
I had there's a 68-year-old woman in Phoenix, Arizona that said, I'm very fine, so leave me the hell alone. I'm going to feel myself for a few seconds. Thank you.
You're supposed to feel yourself off camera, sir.
I don't even know if that's
So, I
PG.
mean, that's not even. That doesn't even sound PG.
That don't even sound PG. And I am joined by the regular Sunday Night Rogues Gallery. We're going to introduce her first because she's the one that sells the records. She hosts a live on Substack. We try to keep her on YouTube, but for some reason, I don't know what the hell it is. She is here to sell the records, ladies and gentlemen. She is carrying the latest member of the Villains Guild, Taz. Say hello, please.
Hey, I'm gonna be good tonight. Okay, I'm not.
I was about to say, if you sell that damn lie.
Well, you held
So
it
look.
as long as you could.
She
So
tried.
look,
She
Taz.
She was right there.
You just be good at it.
Just be good at it.
Of
Don't.
course, I'm good at selling the
We
records.
ain't ask you to do nothing else. Just be good at it.
And don't fall. You asked me not to fall over tonight because ain't nobody here
Please
to pick me
don't.
back
I'm
up.
begging you, don't.
The
Because
tall
if you
order.
turtle while this
So look.
show's going on, the jokes is forever. I'm
Well,
starting
I mean,
off tomorrow morning with
So
the
look,
jokes.
Taz.
We're down to
Taz,
the final week, so
Taz.
either I'm gonna turtle myself or
So
some
look.
water gonna break. I don't know.
Taz. Turtle yourself if you want to on the show.
The-
Do
Go
it.
ahead.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Please
No,
do it.
Absolutely.
Please
no,
do.
No, because after
I-
the whole I was
what do you
dressed
think
like
the sound of coffee
Luigi
is gonna be in the
incident,
morning?
absolutely not. And
Okay.
last week I forgot that I had a green screen and a green shirt on and I kept disappearing. Absolutely not. Nope.
It was just head and
Oh,
shoulders.
so you literally were a turtle for a minute.
It was just fucking head and shoulders.
Think
She
about it,
doing?
okay? I can't-
Like, we would just see her head bopping and shit.
So
Like,
just see a head.
I was going through what could fit, okay? I'm at
did
that
she
stage.
really just
It is what could fit.
I don't
And
get
SD had the nerve
that.
to point it out, was like,
Hey,
is
we are
that
not
close
knocking you
here?
for your clothing choices.
She
We
was
are,
doing
however,
She was doing her Harry Potter.
literally, it was just. He's going. Is
But
it
what?
just is she all here? Like, what the? Did she check
Okay,
in? What the fuck's
let me
going
explain.
on,
Last
man?
week for dinner, I decided to have Korean barbecue, and it got a little messy. So I had to come home, and I was like, shoot, I got 15 minutes before the show. What fits? I got the shirt, didn't think about it being green, and then I got hungry again. So in the middle of the show, I did disappear because y'all couldn't see me anyway. Because I
Yeah,
wanted
she'll
to,
get off. She'll get
Well,
off
she
camera
had
to eat.
she had a like a shawl or something on,
I put
I
on
don't
a
know what it
sweater, and I
was.
had
and
to
that
mix
and
with
that
Korean.
that made all the difference. But then
Oh.
she got kind of like hot, and
Yeah, and then
the
took it
shawl
off.
off,
And
Yeah, I got
disappeared,
Right?
vanished, ninja vanished.
like, oh shit! All
I
right,
just
Call back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ninja vanished.
ninja vanish.
ladies and gentlemen, he has the sexiest crispy beard in all of the Midwest. He calls himself a white man, but we really know he's light skinned. We are just waiting for him to start his R&B career. With that voice and that look, hey, you gonna sell a lot of R&B records, but then white boys gonna whoop your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, I know him as Nate. You know him as General Gambit. Gambit, say hello, man.
Hi, everybody. I have seen better turnout to high school sports games, the JV squad, on Thanksgiving weekend during a snowstorm than that excuse of a parade.
Saw more people watching two dogs fucking.
Hold on, first of all, Mr. Gambit, I thought you was a brother. I ain't even gonna hold you.
You have idiot. I don't know how many times I've heard.
I'm
Don't
looking at. Hey, you gotta do what is it?
This to him face to face.
23andMe.
23andMe, because
Already done.
and what
Already
is it?
done.
And what was the result?
Nothing.
Nigga.
Nothing. Whiter than white, like
No, it wasn't.
mayonnaise.
No, it wasn't.
British,
You won't tell us.
Scottish.
Because I was
British,
prepared to say,
Scottish.
and Mari said that's a lie.
Hold on, it's gonna be messed up on the
What is
10-year
it?
anniversary.
Determined
British,
that's a
Scottish,
lie.
Irish.
Hey,
We
he
pinch
gonna-
a German.
it's gonna be messed up on the 10-year anniversary of this show if he bust out with, all right, I've been lying. My mom finally told me.
I ain't never
Are
seen
you
like
kidding
It's a real
me?
light-skinned
I ain't
black
never
man.
seen-
I would love for it to be something interesting. Are
Oh,
you kidding me?
All right,
I am
Your
I
daddy's
am
a sous
white
chef,
as a
sous chef in Louisiana, some fucking place.
Well, I
Old
mean,
Creole
anytime you
Bob.
wanted to, like, catfish a black man, you got it. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell. I mean,
You know what
No,
I mean?
I say,
You know what I mean?
No.
It-
First of all, there was one time we were all out. Gambit, his girlfriend, me, Chaos, right? We went to BW3's, right? He's placing his order. I don't even know if anybody else caught it, but I caught it because I be paying attention to the waiters because they often forget that I'm sitting at the damn table, like ain't nobody see me. And he places his order. We're ordering chicken. And he goes, like, yep, you ordering the right flavors to be black. And I'm like, I ain't gonna tell him. I'm gonna let him think that he's black. Go ahead.
Him black. Him just don't want to claim it. Finally, let me introduce you to the angriest IT nerd on the East Coast. He is my co-host for Superplex Party. He is the guy who every morning does my fuck count. If I say F, I'll see it. He'll say it. He is.
God damn it! You're fucking killing me, Smalls.
Hey man, I'm
I'm
trying not
about to have a whole lot of questions.
He's not that count. Ladies and gentlemen, I know him as the Angry IT Nerd, and I know him as Gilbert. Say hello, brother man.
Hello, brother man. And
this show is brought to you by digital.
And as far as a digital hunger strike goes,
we will all be observing some level of a digital hunger strike tonight.
Listen. Here's the thing. Digital hunger strike. Fuck your digital hunger strike, because here's a cookie right here, and
gotta let this go, man. Gambit was angry about that last week, but let me introduce you to our very special guest for the evening. If you go to Instagram and type in "bitch happens," you cannot miss this beautiful sister. She has made a cottage industry out of embarrassing, goofy white folks. I find it to be admirable, if you really want to be honest about it. It's quite admirable that not only will she give you what this person has done, but she'll show you a picture of the person that did it, and then she'll go, maybe don't. She does host a show. I have completely forgot. I had it wrote it down. Now I can't find it. But tell everybody the name of the show, please.
Okay. My name on.
I got the name. You tell me the name of this.
Is right now our group podcast is on the info on the go, but we're working on the rebrand now. But that's the group podcast with Boss Up and Get It Now and Chris and Maya Lee.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Miss Nikki Hughes. Say hello, please.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here. Everybody, like, you don't know. That's my idol. Like, if you could have told me.
Don't do that.
No, I am.
No.
When I was just not even a content creator, scrolling every day, just not even thinking about posting content or not having the nerve to do it, I would see him every day. And the fact that you even know who I am is like my full circle moment. Like, you don't understand.
I saw you like read the dog shit out of people, and I was just like, and that was on TikTok. It was just scrolling. Whoop, 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 whoa. I do believe that sister there is committing a verbal homicide on that white boy.
Yes, and I
wanted to stop the ass whooping, but I enjoyed it. It was very enjoyable.
So you just look at him. You just want to look at him and just say, emotional damage.
Ass whooping. You
yes.
tickets to it.
Exactly. That is what I do, because you know what? People wake up and think they choose violence. I wake up every day and I choose assassination. We're different.
Listen.
Emotional damage.
That's the whole time she's reading this. I'm going emotional damage.
And
I wasn't the one she was talking to.
And that's always off the top of my head. I don't write it down. Like everything that's off just the top of my head, and it's just like I know what I want to talk about, and I just turn that camera on and I go. Like, I have things in my head kind of worked out, but it's like once I turn that camera on, that whatever comes the fuck out, and you either gonna take it or I don't give a fuck how you take it. That's just my attitude about it. Is like, that's it. You either gonna take, you don't like it, block me or scroll the fuck up. The features are still free.
What the fuck can you do? You have no choice in the matter. You're either gonna take it or smile.
Off the top of your head, because I have a question. Okay, maybe I need to scroll less, but I'm on bed rest, so that's all I can do. I saw a couple videos today where people were talking about they write scripts. Was anybody else aware that people were writing scripts for their clapbacks?
Yes. I've been aware of this shit for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I've always laughed at them because I'm like, you can't think off the fucking top of your head?
Yeah.
If a motherfucker come and say something about my fingernails, I talk about his mom.
Exactly.
If you talk about my mama, I'm gonna go deeper. I'm like, okay, fuck around and I will marry your mother and fuck her and then be your stepfather and wake you up in the morning with a bowl of Captain Crunch. Fuck
well,
I
had to get more creative. Because I'm on account number 15. And now one time getting banned, it was earned. It was. Okay. It was. Now I joke about my mama being dead, okay, because I say that at this point, the British Museum is eyeballing the heifer to steal her. They just don't realize she in 2 different locations that she's split in half. We talked about this before. Don't ask me.
Why is the British Museum coming after your mama?
Because the British Museum steals everything that's been, fossilized. And at this point, she fossilized.
God damn. God damn.
See, this is why I'm amongst company. I'm an equal opportunity offender. No one is safe. And because I'm an equal opportunity offender, nothing offends me. So you can say whatever you want. Like, that's when y'all be like, oh, you're fat, or you're this and you're that. And I'm like, that's the best you got. Like, what the fuck do you want?
I lost the count because I did tell somebody. I did tell somebody that it wasn't my fault that their mama, their daddy, their grandpappy, and their great-great-grandpappy was buried in the same shoebox. And that it wasn't my fault that their great-great-great-grandpappy got smoked like meth by their great-great-great-great-great
See, I find nothing wrong with that. That was probably the truth. See, they can't handle the fucking truth.
But see, that's the thing.
Nikki, can you see my?
Once told a guy about
screen?
his dick. She told us several men about what is that?
That's CapCut. You can set it to a
script.
Mode, yeah, where you can have it.
Get the fuck out of here.
What happened?
Did that AI writes a clapback for me? I'm giving.
No, you can edit everything that's up here.
Yeah.
But this is like, so you can, because you've got the record button down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this
you
is
have
all
the
the script that you
Yeah,
can
like,
do like a it's a teleprompter.
It's a like now if I'm talking about something and I know I'm going to be in depth and it's not funny, but I'm that's different. But when you're
right.
Yeah, but when you're doing something funny, like so this man sent me a nasty DM about fucking me or whatever. So I took a clip of, I think it was the Five Bloods. It was some movie where the guy's dick was in his mouth. Well, he chopped it off and put the dick in his mouth. So I said, send me your address. So we could get the party started. Like it's fine with me. Like
and if you notice too, I'm get my green screen to cooperate with me. But you have the other effects available too, so you can still do like green screens and shit.
Yeah.
So why is CapCut, which is owned by ByteDance, which is also also owns TikTok? Why is what? Never mind. Let me get to the news. All right, news? Brought to you in part by One Smoking Hot Mess. Jess, here is this week's news. USA Today is reporting that early on Saturday morning, 2 Minnesota Democratic lawmakers were targeted at their homes. State Representative Melissa Hoffman and her husband were killed. Senator John Hoffman is Melissa Hoffman, and Senator John Hoffman and his wife were in grave condition, currently fighting for their lives. It appears they were targeted by the pro-choice views. The suspect has been identified and is still at large. He masqueraded as a police officer to gain access to the victims. A statewide search is underway. This is what happens when you don't mind the fucking business that pays you. Have we solved the abortion conversation with I ain't got a womb, so therefore I ain't got a right to tell you what the fuck to do with yours? We wouldn't be having this fucking problem. Yep. I'm sorry.
You know
ladies,
what I love?
There are 2 women on this damn panel. One is with child. One said I got one, and that's the fuck end of it, right? It's not my fucking job to tell y'all what to do with y'all coochie. It's not. My whole thing is my whole life I've been like, can I at least be in the room with it. I just want to be near. Can I lay in the pillow next to the coochie? That's it. The fuck I look like telling you what the fuck to do with your own.
I feel honored to be around.
Couldn't be me.
I don't understand men's need for it, because like when they show that clip, whenever they show that clip of VP Harris when she was a senator and was like, is there a law about men's bodies? And the man was stuck on stupid because the answer is no. Like, now it's two kind, like being 44 with one child, excellent pussy management. Now I would think, now it's two types of pussy management where one type where a man can be involved in pussy management. Now, if I'm fucking you and I go get a wax, that's pussy, and I need reimbursement, that's pussy management. That's the type of pussy management a man can talk to me about. Other than that, no. So unless you're paying for the wax, which you benefiting from, that's the level of pussy management I want a man to be involved in. Anything else is not. I've ever heard of that. Is not your fucking. See, don't leave money on the table. That's
Thomas. This is a first for our show.
That's a first. We have never heard the words pussy management on this fucking show in almost 4 years it's been in existence.
That's the only level of pussy management a man can be involved in, is paying for my wax, or if you buying some fucking sex toy, whatever the case may be. That's your area of pussy management, and that's only if you my nigga. That's the level of control you have with regard to the pussy management. Other than
the thing, if you want to control my womb, then I get to control your testicles. Which means I can do whatever to your testicles that I feel like doing at any given time. I work.
There's a law. There's one.
Listen. And Angry can tell you on a bad day, you don't want me in charge of your testicles.
Exactly.
I think every woman. I think if men want to control a woman's body when she can have babies, I think women should control when men stop having the motherfucker. I keep telling y'all, I look at my nuts like a farewell tour. I'll be washing my balls and I go, hey fellas, how you guys doing? The tour going good? Because I'm not bringing I don't want another child. Period. Look, there's nothing a younger woman can do for me to introduce me to her plus size mama. When I hear the words hysterectomy or menopause, I'm over there checking a watch like, any day now. That's going to be ripe pickings. I don't want shit to do with a motherfucking what? Oh,
exactly.
I want somebody to carry my seed. I gave the world 3 boys and a girl. I'm good. I don't need shit else. I'm done. I've done all the tricks and the little magic trick. Like I'm good, man.
It's always the men that a woman wouldn't fuck with another woman's pussy that always got something to say. If I wouldn't fuck you with another woman's pussy, I need you to shut the fuck up. Because it's always them dusty motherfuckers. Oh, I need a legacy. Nigga, you need a washcloth in between your ass.
A legacy? That I never understood that.
They say, I need this. And it's always the ones that want to tell you what a woman should be doing. Okay, well, the day you get some actual pussy, you might speak the fuck up. But if it doesn't involve your hand and a goddamn blow-up doll that you ordered, I don't want to hear shit. Your mouth should be permanently closed. Permanent.
Coconut oil in the hub.
Exactly. I don't want to hear what you got to say, because it's always the ones that ain't getting no pussy.
None.
Trying to talk to you about what you should be doing with your pussy. You couldn't get to my pussy if you couldn't get to it. So don't even talk to me about it. And I think that's where we in trouble, because men want to control shit that you don't have anything to do with. You don't even have to do it. You don't have to take care of the baby. You don't have to have the baby. So why do you care?
We've gotten to the point now, people are killing motherfuckers to protect splooge. You know, I saw there's some signs in Missouri when you drive through Missouri, like down.
Go ahead, putting it
in the middle. Well, they're all over the place now, but they said a child has eyesight at 18 days. At 18 days, it's still a clump of nut. It is still skeet at 18 fucking days.
First of all,
I saw one that said
18 days and I still ain't got no damn sight. I need a return. I still ain't got no damn sight, and I'm well past 18 fucking days.
Exactly. What the? Oh my God.
Listen.
They're pro-birth. They're not pro-life. They're pro-fucking birth. They want the baby here. And once the baby get here, fuck you. And how you going to deal with it?
And not just
it's
baby.
We just make
men
shit
that are
up
always
now.
talking about, I need her to carry my seed. Sir, if your dick is the same size as the seed, you don't have nothing to plant.
Exactly.
And to top all of that off, it's not just that they want the babies born, they want them white babies. Call it what the fuck it is.
Hold on, no, here's
white
the thing.
women are fucking too many
men,
Negroes.
White men want white babies born. White women want biracial babies born.
Listen,
yeah.
If you were forced into an issue where a man is taking away all your rights and they say you're gonna have this baby, you would jump on everything black. You would jump on shadows. You would jump on sticks. You would walk around with a police issue nightstick in your pussy. You were not trying to, you know what I mean? Like you gonna make me have a baby? Okay. Hey, Jamal, come here for a second. Like I think a lot of white women want to have biracial kids to like as a fuck you to dad.
To white.
Yeah,
which is fucked up, but you can it's fucked up.
They want to say fuck,
but I can respect.
Fuck you to their families, but then they want to raise the biracial children as if they're white. It's a whole fuck. And real quick, for y'all watching, stop saying that I bully Chaos. I didn't bully him into this.
I'm just saying.
And I don't bully him. I'm not a bully.
You ain't a bully. You're not a bully.
That's a lot.
You're just very opinionated. All right.
Angry? I am not a bully. Do you hear? Look at me, angry.
Hold on.
I'm looking.
Gambit's even in the comments about bully. All right. Guardian reports that ICE raids are hurting the farm and hotel industries. There have been a decline in sales in areas where immigrants are known to shop. None of this comes as a surprise. Trump was warned that this would happen, and he proceeded with his executive order to, quote, round up 3,000 illegal immigrants a day. In the past few weeks, ICE has been raiding hotels, farms, and businesses, causing fear amongst the immigrant workers. They have stopped showing up for work and are no longer shopping at their local stores. Everyone is taking a hit in the pockets as sales decline and doors are shuttered due to lack of workforce. As a result, Trump is now walking back his executive order on Truth Social. It seems he should have listened before taking action, not after. He acts like he is the savior after being the destructor. It's true. I'm sorry.
In other words, white men was losing money. That was the end. That's the end.
That's when they started to give a fuck.
But here's the thing.
But then
get him. Wait a minute.
But he said that on True Social. But then he hasn't actually done anything policy wise. He has not.
Right. But here's the thing. A lot of people keep saying that CEOs and the big wigs are calling him. I think that's something that people keep forgetting. Trump's actual history. Trump doesn't care if anybody else loses money. Trump is losing money. He's losing employees. He forgot who he employs the most.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Randall, what's going on?
Yep.
Welcome to the show, brother. All right. So what else we got? Millions of people nationwide protested Saturday for No King's Day while Trump held a military parade in his honor. The parade attendance was sparse in comparison. Despite the threat of instant death in places like Texas and Florida, why don't we sell Florida back to the French? But I digress. Protesters still came out in droves across the country.
Thomas.
What? I know, but I'm just saying.
French ripped up the receipt. They don't want it back.
Everybody that don't want to live in Florida, we give them a house up here. We sell that shit back to the French.
No, French said, we're past the 90 days.
I would much rather see French men in cock socks than Ron DeSantis in anything. I'm sorry. I don't care. You know that one the new
parade
fucking thing. Yeah, the new bathing suit for men. It's like it cups your balls and then it goes in the back or some shit. Like I would have one of those. I would rather see Frenchmen wearing that in Florida.
I've seen the new underwear that guys are supposed to like. Okay, you know how like the ladies have the lace-up strappy sandals? They've made lace-up strappy underwear for men. I don't know whose penis is small enough to actually make that work for them because that don't seem like a grown man that's gonna work. Well, I mean, I do know, but I get in trouble for saying that.
What?
Why is it always got to be about me?
Listen,
you don't count, Gabby, because you know you're a brother. You don't count.
Yes, you listen. One day we are going to have a show called "We Need to Talk About Penis." And it's going to be 2 hours.
Invite me
back.
Us
discussing us discussing all the ways and things and situations men put themselves in listening to they dick. And I promise you, it might be a long fucking show. We might have to start that bitch at like 8 because God damn it.
And don't worry, if they forget to invite you back, I would.
Oh no! Your ass coming back for that.
We talking about dicks tonight, girl.
You coming back for that? I want more
men
on this show than men anyway. God damn it! Listen. It'll be me, Gambit, and Angry just sitting there going, "Yeah, we did that." Like
the title of the episode, "Your Dick Is Mine."
No, it's either be like this.
I'll have to quit for a week.
So no, it either be like this. Thomas, it'd be either.
Because for 30 years,
so no, it'd be like this. Either yeah, we did that, or yeah, I know somebody that did that.
Yeah, like every man has heard the stories.
Okay, so listen, I got some dick stories.
I'll save my stories to the episode.
Listen, I once remember that old man in I forgot what part of the world he was in that was lifting rocks with his penis, and I said, "Why are we doing this? Like, what is going on in the world that you literally rope your shit around it and pick up?" He was picking up rocks.
No, there was a guy that pulled a truck with his.
Stop. Let me read this. Whoa! Let me finish.
I don't even want that. I'm listening. No,
I'm pretty sure he broke it during that.
We got our whole
so listen.
blowing up that they want this show to happen.
He broke something
because his wife left.
That's so much. No, it ain't that much.
Like we might have to go ahead and put this on the docket. Apparently,
pussy so sweet of a girl 6 feet. She wasn't talking about the dick to match. Like it's just like, I'm sorry, if you got like a 12-inch, some shit is just too much dick. If you got 12, listen, if you got 12 to 14 inches, back the fuck up away from me. Get the fuck, that's a crime is being committed, and I'm calling the police.
Yeah, because like I'm a petite person. If you coming from the undercarriage and I can feel you up here, get up. That's a crime. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the police.
You have. It's too much. Listen, it's such thing. It's too much dick because it's like, what the fuck are you gonna want? If I was to fuck a man with 14 inches, I might as well go get a handicap sticker, not for my car, but for my pussy, because I'm going to need it. You might as well put that shit like a bus, not in service, because nothing else can be done. Like it's a such thing as too big.
First of all, that's not going to be comfortable. That's gonna feel like giving birth in reverse. I don't want
exactly. I'm really good. Like
my orgasm should not feel like a contraction.
First of all,
listen,
listen.
Can I please finish this?
Wait, one more.
No, absolutely not. Let her cook.
Oh shit, this is so fucking great.
Randall went to No King's protest. I ain't playing.
Yo, this is so fucking great. Let her finish, man. Let her finish.
If you got a 12 to 14 inch dick, the only thing you need is giraffe pussy. That's it. That's the fuck it, because that's the only height to where this shit can get proportionate. Because other than that, I don't know what you're doing. Like,
I was in that neighborhood.
They need glory.
I wasn't in that neighborhood.
That's who they need. That's JoJo. Go get old girl from Madagascar.
You got to get the fuck up out of here. Like you got the I know. Be like, I'm gonna make her walk funny. Well, bitch, walk funny or paralyzed is two different fucking things.
Right, because if you make me walk funny, first of all, unless you got disability money,
exactly,
the home health aid money, all of that. Don't you do it? Don't absolutely not.
Oh my God!
What was it?
Listen, if your dick come with FMLA, I'm good.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
There was a man that he's a stripper. He was advertising that his stuff was so long he could suck himself off. And I said, then what you need the rest of us for? Why
exactly. Like
you got this.
No.
I just want to get through. Can I just get through the news?
Okay. We'll save it for the special episode. We'll save it for the very special episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have that show. We're gonna have it. Because it's gonna be a ham and beans. We just basically just talk about nothing. But God,
oh shit,
Lord.
Oh shit.
Watch him wait till I text him like I'm later, and he gonna call you like we doing the show tonight.
Yeah, hey, no, I'll tell you ahead of time. I'm like, hey, get on Nikki. I'm like, Jessica, call Nikki.
It'll be a very special show.
Tell her to tell her tonight. Don't tell her tonight.
Whenever you're ready,
crazy.
I'm there.
Trump continues to lose in court. He's testing his limits on executive orders for legislation that can only be changed through the acts of Congress. So far, the court's pushing back. The latest action came on Friday when a federal court told Trump that changes to regulate elections can only be made through Congress. He can't just write an executive order to do so. His order would have made it harder for individuals to register to vote unless they can prove citizenship and have real ID. Meanwhile, on Thursday, a federal judge told Trump that he has no authority to deploy the National Guard to California. This decision has been stayed until this Tuesday with a hearing to be held at another appeals court. So far, it seems what Trump says is not actionable and he's just talking a whole lot of nonsense as it always has been. Why does this man keep thinking that the fucking courts are going to just give him what the fuck he wants?
Because the Supreme Court gave him what he wanted.
Here's the thing.
And he doesn't listen to the Supreme Court whenever they don't give him what he wants. So
Trump, we will abide by that rule when you don't do like other presidents. Don't go by the passport rules of other presidents. Apply for a passport on your own and see if they grant it. And if they do, we'll follow those rules.
He can't control his own bowels. A man who can't control his own bowels, I don't want it. He can't do shit. Can he drive? He can't control his bowels. Okay, there's the starting point. I have a love-hate relationship with my bowels. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still in control of the motherfuckers. I go, maybe.
So look, I'm like this. All right, if the motherfucker's like a horse and he shits like a horse, just walking and just shit, just walking and shitting at the same time. All right. He can't tell me nothing.
At any general time and be like, is he shitting right now?
Is he shitting?
He's shitting. He's shitting. The man has a fucking shitting smell.
You saw him at his birthday party. He was sitting at his birthday party shitting in the fucking rain.
Just shitting on himself.
In the rain.
And
come on now.
And I'm like this. I'm like this. All right. The motherfucker shits like that. You can't tell me. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me anything. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could. I have no respect for you.
You done fucked your bowels up so bad that you have a battle every morning. No matter what the fuck you eat, you already know when it hits the lower regions, it's in control.
And this motherfucker eating McDonald's every goddamn day. And he's only doing it
on KFC.
And only because he's like, I got a catheter, I can eat whatever the fuck I want because I ain't got to run to the bathroom.
Here's the thing.
I could have sworn if you didn't drink water for 5 days, you'd die. KFC. Has anybody ever seen that motherfucker drink water? Ever?
And Burger King with Diet Coke.
Water.
No, he put a button in the Oval Office that he could push to get Diet Coke. Now, I thought that it was a joke. I thought that it was a joke until a couple of the staffers.
Jesus Christ. Yep.
Yeah, but before Biden got into office, a couple of the staffers were at a nice little coffee house not too far from the Capitol, and they was talking, okay? And somebody I know that was up in there, and she FaceTimed me and was like, "Girl, you hear this?" And I was like, "Hold on, yeah, I hear. That's real. That is real." And the whole steak with the ketchup, well done steak with ketchup. Specifically cold KFC. He will not eat warm or room temperature KFC. It has to be cold. And Big Mac or a fillet of fish.
Let me finish this goddamn news, man. Jeez, fucking
nigga ain't dead yet. What the fuck? He doing everything right.
Listen, I know Bray Wyatt died of a fucking heart attack brought about by COVID. And this motherfucker walk around here and look like COVID.
You know what? Candace Owens, even though I don't like you, Candace girl, we need you to volunteer as tribute because I think
that's right. Izzy in our chat said, remember he has drank water that one time. Remember the infamous time where he couldn't hold the damn water bottle right?
Yeah, how the fuck do you start a water bottle here and by the time it done shook his way to your fucking mouth, it's ice?
Yeah,
this motherfucker making slushies and shit.
But I need Candy Owens to come to the front, and I'm calling her Candy because I need her to reach back to her whole days. Okay, I need you to do Trump like you did your white ass husband. Just flash them titties. That will give him a heart attack because he ain't never seen no brown titties before.
No,
just show him that, and he'll
be it is, and it probably still won't.
No. Absolutely, he ain't seen no. He ain't seen no brown titties before.
That will kill you. Okay, I like titties, but if she was to flash me some titties, I'd have a heart attack.
If Candace Owens flashed me some titties and they're not 3 of them, then I'm just gonna feel bad.
I'm pretty sure her coochie is a Venus flytrap. It's gotta have teeth. It's got to. I believe it does.
Go to a black bar. She don't go to a black salon to get her hair done. I don't want to know what's between her legs. That shit probably looks like a jungle. Like it. That shit. She is riding Buckwheat's head. Anyway, she is riding Buckwheat's forehead. The grift continues. Reports show that in 2024, Trump raked in over $57 million on his cryptocurrency firm. He also made millions selling signed Bibles, guitars, and watches. But Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm. And finally, on the international front, things are intensifying between Israel and Iran. They have exchanged missiles for 3 days now, with no immediate end in sight. A nuclear plant in Iran has been struck, and the U.S. is now intercepting missiles for Israel. This is not good and will only get worse before it gets better. Everyone should be paying attention. That is the week's news, brought to you by One Smoking Hot Mess. Jess, let's talk about this fucking parade.
What parade?
You mean Melania's orgasm?
I told you.
So look here, man. What parade? Look here, man. If the military was just taking a leisurely stroll, all right,
yeah.
that wasn't no fucking parade.
Cover bands.
There's plenty of videos that popped up. And here's the thing: I tried to take videos and put them up, but I kept getting hit with copyrights because they were cover bands. Like somebody was singing Lizzo. Lizzo is pissed. Lizzo has been all over. Because I was trying to let people know, like, if you listen to it, this isn't Lizzo, because there was starting to be a rumor that she performed. I said, no, if you listen, that is not Lizzo. There was somebody else. It was
which song did they perform? That 100% I'm That Bitch song?
Yeah. No, it was It's About Time.
Yeah.
But they did do the they played that one also. Because somebody live streamed from there and they got cut down.
Nobody wanted to come to this shit. The fuck? Come on, man.
And the cover band didn't even know all of the words to all of the songs. And word on the curb is that there was a cover band playing Ted Nugent music. And I'm like, y'all couldn't even get Ted to show up? I thought Ted was your homeboy.
Listen.
I was surprised Kid Rock didn't come. None of your regular people.
Why wasn't Trapped allowed?
Kid Rock is still trying to get employees so he could reopen his restaurant.
Oh, okay.
You know, they probably couldn't afford him. They probably couldn't afford Trapped because
cannot afford Trapped. You listen.
Yeah, how do you miss
Trapped? Will play at your bar mitzvah for the money that you have in one of your goddamn cushions in your car.
Oh, speaking of Trapped,
I mean,
remember,
come on now.
Okay, you know my 80-year-old
they have 2 songs.
neighbor that likes to watch y'all be live on the other show because she thinks that y'all are just so sexy. Okay, so she said that she wanted to make up a birthday and fake hire Trapped to show up. Just have him show up to the little dog park up the street and around the corner to see if Trapped would perform for the dog.
If she does this, does this.
I said, if you pull this off, can we live stream it?
Please.
This show will be live.
Oh my God!
Do this show from the parking lot they're playing in.
Up in
and for those that don't remember, this is the same neighbor that smacked fire out of the 3 MAGA people for saying the N-word. This is the same one that knocked out the UPS driver, and this is the same one that is in a bingo war with another chick, and they've been fighting over the same 90-year-old man for a year now. That woman.
Boy, that 90-year-old man must be rocking it.
First of all, in the past year and a half, I have
30
found
seconds
out
worth
that
of
bingo
Dez, you talking about down on the south side?
And if you get a man that can win, no, this down in Kentucky.
Oh,
we are going.
If you get a man
consistently This bitch will be lying to the motherfucker.
Wins in bingo, he's like the top prize. So they've been fighting over this man. Now the prizes at this bingo is like gift certificates to like Golden Corral and stuff. So, but hey,
wait a minute,
hey,
he the Golden Corral king with the big thing with the old man wing.
I saw.
Hey.
But she told me the other day. She said that he's the only one at the village that don't have to take the pills. So that's probably a selling point too.
Listen,
I knew it was bad when I saw. I'm here in Miami and I was in Broward and I saw a billboard about STDs and it was 2 elderly people.
Oh, they are the number one fucking people with STDs.
I'm like, what is y'all doing in there? That y'all like,
if I end up in a nursing home and I can my shit still work, I'm wearing a condom to shuffleboard. I don't.
But here's the thing: they're more open about it now. Way back when, late 90s, early
70s and 80s and 90s. They ain't got shit to lose. Like, come get this Gucci, baby.
But here's the thing.
Hey, baby, come get
way back when I worked in the hospital, there were a bunch of people coming in, and then because I was confused, and I went to my mama like, Mom, why are all these old people coming in? She said, sweetie, she said, you do realize all the old people right now, they're dying because of complications of STDs they never got treated. They've been doing this since they was young. I was like, huh?
Going to get my shit checked.
I'm going to get my shit checked now.
Check the pipes there, buddy.
She said, and my mama said, this is why we don't push purity culture. She was like, because the purity culture got everybody's undercarriage falling off. She didn't say undercarriage, but the way my mom was very vulgar. I'm not going to say what she said on here because we'll get kicked off of everything. Just imagine me times 100 and a Scorpio instead of a Taurus.
I'm a Scorpio. Me and Mom's rocking.
Right.
Listen.
So you already know how bad she gets. So,
if they out here fighting for 90-year-old men, I mean, yeah.
Okay,
I would get. But see, I have the VA, so I could go get a STD check whenever.
My mama passed away of cancer. When she got done with radiology and chemo, she had to take the chemo pill. First of all, I do believe that she knew that I was in the room. I don't care what my daddy keeps trying to say to try to save my sanity. My sanity been gone because both them motherfuckers are Scorpios and they raised me. It's traumatic. My mama looked at my daddy and was like, she said, well, now you got to wear a condom so this don't seep into you. And I'm like, bitch, y'all been fucking this whole time.
I'm your private dancer.
You can eat food, but you can eat a dick?
Do what you want me to do.
I was mad. I said, ain't nobody getting no medicine. Ain't nobody getting no food. As my pack your shit and get out my house. Y'all sucking dick in the house? Get out.
Listen, your mama and daddy was in there private dancing.
Damn it.
I'm your private dancer.
Well, that's how you got here. So,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you let them, listen. I want to go out like a champ.
I was bitter at the time because I was single and I was helping taking care of my mother and trying to keep my dad sane. So I couldn't date. I couldn't have like somebody on the side to come scratch my itch. And I'm sitting here looking at her like, I done held your hair. Well, her wig at the time because she was fully bald at that point. While you getting sick in the toilet and you wiping your mouth and going to ride the pony? Oh, hell no.
I'm your private dancer.
I was mad.
Dancer for money.
Mom's was like, fuck cancer. It ain't fucking with my pussy or my mouth. So,
I'm trying to figure out something.
Mom's like, that's you.
Like, I'm leaving it with something.
So Mama's like, I'm leaving with something.
Right.
Your mom was like, I'm leaving with something.
My mom passed away, I knew the time was coming, and I looked over at her and I whispered. I could laugh about it now. I was like, bitch, she won't be fucking in my house tonight. Enough time has passed. She passed away in 2008. I can say it now.
She was a
me and my mom had a fucked up sister.
Dancing on peanuts.
We had the same type of mom because we had that level of humor where we could go back and forth, and it was understood. Like, it's a point you don't cross. But we always just had. That's why I am how I am today, because it was just like.
When my mama taught me about sex, the first thing she did, because I'm nerdy, she bought me this book called Our Bodies, Our Cells. She had me read it, had me ask questions.
You read that shit too?
Yeah, I read 2
had that in 7th grade.
But here's the thing. My mama bought me 2 volumes of this book. because I was like, wait a minute, this is a year old because we know I'm like that. So she bought me another. Then my mama was like, okay.
Taz is like,
so
this is last year's edition.
Right.
Mom, this isn't even updated.
So I was like, Mom, how did you know who you wanted to have sex with? She said, okay, you're going to make some mistakes. She was like, but don't waste your time on somebody who can't make you come.
There you go.
And she was so dead serious. I was like, what? So I was like, she was like, well, that's what my mama taught me. So I thought she was lying on my granny. So I said, call granny. I should have known my granny stopped by every day. My granny was a 5'5" Gullah Geechee woman. Okay, she walked in because she just
called Granny. Granny said the exact same thing.
So I said, Granny, did you tell her that? And she said, yeah. And she said, and if you have an easier time, this is what my granny said. She said, she's like, if he take his pants down and you realize that you will have an easier time eating a cucumber than him, put your clothes on and leave.
There you go. There you go.
Mind you,
I told you we were going to come back to it.
No, that we're sharing. Get back here, Angry. Nah, don't try to run. Yeah. Angry gonna cut the damn camera off like, good night, yo. Don't run.
Listen. Okay, I'm gonna save it for the special.
If I'm in for a penny here, I'm in for a pound too.
Yes, we're all sharing. This is our show, buddy. Don't run.
we ran Angry off.
Listen, Angry turned the camera. As soon as she finished that, she turned the camera. Just like he's like, yeah, we go get high right quick. I think I'm gonna hit the blunt or a crack rock. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Like, goddamn. So I do have a question though, because before this bullshit ass parade, Donald Trump took his monkey ass to Fort Bragg, and they were selling. He basically was a campaign stop. And I'm somebody who used to be in the military, I know that's bullshit. They selling the white privilege card trumps everything shit.
Oh, so they admitted it exists?
Yeah, like they finally admitted it. So, and then you have soldiers and shit buying that shit, right? So, and then he has this half-ass, quarter-ass fucking parade. Do y'all think we that a dangerous fucking precedent has been set?
Yes.
And that was the first part.
Oh, sorry.
Second part, how do we fix it? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, as a veteran, I'm pretty much done. They got to come holler at me. Like, the Army has to send me a letter after this shit's over with for me to ever fucking support the motherfuckers. Like, y'all can suck my dick because y'all saw this coming and nobody did anything. But how do y'all think the rest of America is supposed to operate with this? We now have a partisan military.
I saw a tweet today where Trump said, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and somebody responded, go towards it. That's how we end it.
That's it.
Facts.
Because he did that. He did that to show. Because that's what he wants. He wants the military and the police is his personal. That's his army.
Booms.
That's what he sees. That's what he sees it as. So those soldiers that bought that stuff showed right there that they're compromised and that they will not be loyal to the oath. They're going to be loyal to him. And until somebody either take care of business, because personally, I know Luigi did it for his mama, but he should have held the fuck off. Like, he should have waited. But, he struck too soon. But I think that until that's the only thing that's going to change it. And I'm worried that if him and Vance don't go at the same time, we're going to be in for it's going to be Gilead. Because that's what my biggest fear is.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest fear is that if it happens to him and they hit that 25 and this one gets in office, now we really in deep. So it's like, it's not going to be until somebody, I believe it's the Hague, because I'm not a military person, drag him to that shit.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to take.
He won't go. He's never going to go in front of the International Criminal Court because America doesn't recognize the International Criminal Court.
But here's the thing. I'm not even worried about that. Hinckley, Reagan may be gone, but you not.
It's time.
You need a sponsor?
No, he needs, listen, let's just be dead ass honest about all of it, please. Donald Trump, that fucking heart attack needs to catch him.
Yep.
That motherfucker has been ducking and running a military. He's been ducking a Widowmaker heart attack for about 25 years now. With that diet, I would have diabetes. If I ate what Donald Trump ate right now, I would not have a right foot.
I'd be dead.
But in all seriousness, with his approval ratings tanking and his base realizing that he's fucked them over because they heard, hey, we're going to give you a utopia and we're going to separate you from the darkies. And only the darkies are going to get these punishments. And they're like, hold up, I ain't dark. Like, what you doing? He made it okay for violence to be the answer to everything. He did that. And since he has a propensity, right, he has a propensity for wanting to pardon people. It's going to be one of his own that's going to Hinckley him, and they're not going to hit a Secret Service agent. They're going to hit him.
Oh.
All of these Gravy Seal mofos that have been training their militias, they're going to take their best person, and because Trump is so in his ego. Now, I know everybody is not biblical, but go with me real quick because I don't put anything on anybody. I believe that they're going to Cicero him. And those of you all that are not familiar with the story of Cicero was taken down by a woman that he was offered refuge to in her tent. And she took a tent spike and got him in the cranium. Like, I'm going to make sure you out of this game. And that is Trump's weakness. They are going to be like, hey, we can't make this a public spectacle. We tried it twice.
So
when he was on the
person
campaign
that can
trail,
actually do the job
we're going to get
Melania is the only one.
Woman.
Melania is the only fucking one.
But it won't be Melania because he knows Melania really ain't gonna let him touch it. My thing is the way Caroline Leavitt has worked hard to get to where she is, and while worked hard, I mean she done worked through some knee pads. If y'all like it, argue with your mamas and your daddies and your grandpappies.
Hold on. Caroline Leavitt? You think that's Nah.
Here's the thing, because eventually she's going to be fed up. She wants to stay in power. And how the secession is going, she wants to stay aligned with the secession. She sucked off and put a baby in her womb by a man that's old enough to be her grandpa. And she did that after her own political goals weren't going to be met.
Methuselah's phone number. God damn, that's an old
she was going to be the next Melania Trump, and she's not getting that. She's getting humiliated every day. There's a woman on TikTok who's a comedian that does parodies of her, and Caroline Leavitt from the press office has talked about it and like cried about it and everything else. That woman is going to crack. Stephen Miller is going to come to her like, I'm sick of Trump. He ain't doing stuff the way that I want to. JD done promised me, hey, Carolyn, just show him a little ankle, put this in his drink, and that's going to be the end of it. Trump will be Cicero, and they will say he had a heart attack. They'll say that he had kidney failure. They'll say the syphilis took him out. They don't care.
As long as the motherfucker don't have breath. Listen, however he goes, I don't care. I just don't want him to breathe.
Yes, but that's the part that I'm worried about.
Don't breathe.
Maggie Reed.
The part that I'm worried about is that once that happens, we still got Vance, and then you still got Stephen Miller, who is the ultimate white supremacist in that White House. And but so it's like I need
somebody need to whoop Stephen Miller's ass. Stephen Miller needs an old-fashioned high school ass beat. He does not need. He doesn't need to go to jail. He needs the fuck beat out of him.
Yeah.
I would take one to fight Stephen Miller's ass.
We don't know what JD Vance's actual agenda is, because this motherfucker is more of a chameleon than an actual chameleon. We don't know.
He's 25. He's bought and paid by the Heritage Foundation. So whatever they move they want to make, they're going to make.
That's the other thing.
Here's the thing. No, JD Vance had the shortest signed contract of anybody who's been associated with the Heritage Foundation. And I hate to say it this way, but the foundation of the Heritage Foundation is profitability. They want to be able to increase the profit margin of their members. They market themselves as a think tank, but it's basically a financial country club. That's what it is. But JD Vance
and they need to be taken down too.
So much. JD Vance is still trying to be liked. Okay, as somebody who grew up as a teenager near Middletown, Ohio, where he came from, when he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a hillbilly from Middletown, bitch." The fuck, anywho, the fuck you mean? But nobody liked him. Like when he first started running for office, I started asking people stuff. Because when I figured out that when I was still coaching, I coached against Vivek Ramaswamy, I was like, oh, I know exactly where to go get the dirt. And in the midst of getting dirt on him, people were like, JD Vance is trying to be light. He is that chubby dude that got with a chick, and he thought that all the women would be like in competition with him as a white dude because he was with a brown girl, and he realized, no, outside of the couch, the brown girl is the only one who likes you. This is the only one who won't let you touch her.
Yeah.
We be honest?
And he's still mad about that.
The whole
if you put the right woman,
filled with people like that. The whole fucking cabinet is filled with motherfuckers like that. Bunch of people that wasn't shit in high school, wasn't shit in college, and now they in the world, they ain't shit here.
But here's the thing. I bet you if we did a telethon, it was like, hey, can y'all help us raise money to rent 3 strippers from Magic City? Yes, strippers, because we don't need strippers. We need strippers. And those of y'all know the difference between a stripper and a stripper, you understand. If you don't, look it up. I'm not saying it on there because we'll get banned everywhere.
A stripper got bullet wounds and stab wounds.
Right. So we need to rent a couple strippers and just send them down to Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
We can control the government after Trump gone. We'll just give them heifers a list of stuff to memorize, to whisper in their ears.
Them women would be traumatized. Every one of them women that went down there on the Operation Suck Off Mar-a-Lago, when they came back, we would owe them crisply folded flags.
That's okay.
All of them. Every one of them, they would just be coming off the bus and go.
If we have the government, we'll give them universal health care.
Listen,
didn't I say we had to host a telethon? We got to do it Jerry Lewis style, okay? That means we got to take a whole week and we're gonna have to take shifts.
Listen, it is Saving Private Ryan going down there sucking off anything in Mar-a-Lago. It's like on behalf of a grateful nation. We just every one of them, as soon as they come off the bus, it's like
be American
not have to pay
heroes.
taxes ever again. We understand the horrors that you have seen. You saw Trump's catheter. You saw JD Vance. You saw the big back beard that he has. On behalf of a grateful nation, you'll never pay taxes. Then all them women gonna need therapy.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say when you gotta handle you gotta handle free taxes and free therapy for life.
And therapy.
But can we talk about
they're gonna look like they got shell shocked.
But hold on, can we talk about the fact that Pope Leo went back home to celebrate? Like, hey y'all, I'm the new Pope, and he had 30,000 people show up. Because you know a dude from Chicago, he got to go home and have a block party. He got to have a fish fry, okay? He got to go pick up an Italian beef, double dip, okay? That's what he did. Oh, Leo rolled up like,
yeah.
What you
get
doing?
that many fucking people to show up at a parade.
MAGA can't afford to get to that motherfucker. That's the problem. They can't even afford
exactly
to get there.
because ain't nobody
they on the no-fly list.
They double wides don't drive like that anymore. Like, come on.
They can't do nothing. They can't. First of all, when I saw a story and I originally thought it was a fake story. I thought somebody was pulling my leg. Then I couldn't sleep one night and I looked into it. There was a man that this last race to POTUS Mountain, yeah, that's what I call the last election. There was a man that was going to every stop that Trump was making. This man told his wife to come out of retirement. They got a HELOC on their home, and he made his wife go back to work to fund him traveling the country.
Wait, hold up, wait.
They ain't got no money left. They ain't got nothing left.
Hold up. You took a HELOC out on your house and made your wife go back to work so you could chase a motherfucker that if you told him your name, you'd have to tell it to him 5 minutes later because he's going to fuck around and forget it.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't even allow you to get that close to him. To tell him your name.
And the icing on the cake,
there's something wrong with that.
Right, and the icing on the cake is that this man was buying merch at all of the stops. Y'all do realize it's the same merchant at each state.
I could make the shit in the shed. I got a whole office area. If you want some MAGA shit, if you paying 35, give me 20. I'll print you out all the. Listen, between me and Angry,
that might be our next money making scheme is just printing out MAGA shit.
Listen, hold up. If you want,
I got you too.
Misspell. If y'all think we gonna actually sell some real, correct spelling MAGA shit, you out of your fucking mind. I will spell America with 3 K's. I will spell make. Leave the E off. It'll be Mac triple K America great again.
There was one weekend I was at a sporting event for a relative of mine. Okay, and Cass can tell y'all I have 2 thermal printers. I have one that's like small and it's a sticker printer. I happen to have it in my purse. This is when it was like the whole Covfefe thing, and I was laughing, and there was a lady that's like, "Oh, I wish I could have it as a sticker."
Say less.
There you go.
say less, fam.
I got you.
Say less.
Everybody there, and this was like the white woman Stanley Cup crowd. When I tell you, all of them left with them Johns. They was like, how much do? They was like, well, how much did you charge? How much you willing to pay?
Thank you.
Well, just so you know, I haven't used it yet, and y'all give me a percentage, you can have it. I own MAGA. I think I own MAGA 2028 or some shit, and you just buy some fucking and don't you be all selling merch. I got the domain. Y'all can print the shit. We split. Cause I already bought it.
I got fuck Donald Trump merch.
Night, Jay Thomas.
You can put it all on there.
Night, Jay.
All right, take care, Jay Thomas.
Explain something to you.
Jay.
I will fuck it. I always said my father, and it being Father's Day, it makes perfect sense. I always said if my father had lived, he'd be damn near 100. But my father was a hustler. If my father had been just a middle-aged man, now, oh my God, I would be doing this shit from Turks and Caicos. He would find somebody to make the merch. He'd tell me to make the fucking website. We'd be selling that bullshit and would never wear it.
No,
we would the gold shoes. Oh my God, we'd have a whole.
My mama would have loaded up my daddy's smoker and 2 of his grills. They would have been in DC selling Obama plates. You heard me?
Shit.
Red beans and rice everywhere. Okay, they would have got real Caribbean.
Listen.
Come here. You look hungry.
I'm selling MAGA merch.
You don't want the parade.
I would be selling fried chicken with no seasoning. It would just be meat and bread, just straight up. Because they're going to eat it. And then you put some MAGA merch there. Oh, them motherfuckers will gobble that shit the fuck up. Chicken with no, if you eat Chick-fil-A, bitch, I will make you some Chick-fil-A. I'll be out here selling all kinds of fucking Trump merch and shit. Listen.
The first time he ran, it was a black girl that got on TikTok. I don't remember her name, but she was young. And she started saying how all the black people was bullying her for being a Trump supporter. So MAGA started sending her money, and
she paid for college.
Supporter. Yeah, and she wasn't a Trump supporter. So she finessed the fuck out their ass. And she didn't say nothing until she got all her fucking money.
Yep. She got her money and cashed it out. She paid for college. It was college, a car, and something else. She got it all.
Because MAGA, listen, I don't worship politicians. I don't. Them motherfuckers are my employees. But I have never seen anything like this outside of a cult. And when people call it a cult, it is so on the nose because I've never seen nothing like this before. Listen, some of the sexiest motherfuckers on earth ain't never had no shit like this.
Nope.
Bobby Brown did not have a following like this.
It's the hate.
He was smoking crack.
They bond in hate. This is a man. This is a man that's allowing you. When he said "Make America Great Again," I instantly knew what that meant. That meant take us back to pre-civil rights, because that's the only time America was great for white men, was pre-civil rights. So when he said that, I knew what the fuck he meant. And that is what
they have worshipped this fucking guy.
Not only that, we have to realize that the people that are alive today, a lot of them were not let in on the white people lie. Generations before knew that they were lying to the rest of us, and they told their children that they were lying to us. There was a disconnect between the boomers and Gen X white people that they didn't tell their offspring that they were lying. So we have that amalgamation of people who have had this fantastical idea of what their parents and grandparents lived through, so that's what they want. Because I had to tell them today, I said, you do realize that you're now getting paranoid and you want to make these videos going, I no longer support Trump. Yes, the fuck you do. Yes, the fuck you do.
Listen,
but you're doing that because you're realizing that your ancestors, your grandparents, your parents had to live with their head on a swivel. Because when you're trying to force people into submission, you don't know when they're going to break the submission. That's why y'all always project onto us, because you think that we want to do that. If we wanted revenge on you that bad, you dumb fucks, we could have done that way back when we were in chattel slavery, because y'all put us in charge of everything that was lethal to you. Because ain't no,
including your kids.
First of all,
include your fucking kids.
I had a friend of mine get upset with me because I was with Chaos with a friend of mine, and the waiter kept getting my stuff wrong. And I ordered, Gambit can tell you, I ordered very simple stuff. It doesn't mean that I have a simple palate, but because of my allergies, I try not to be a problem in a restaurant. So I just try to get the most simplest thing, just make it plain. I got a bag full of stuff. We went over on this show. It was good. I can season my shit at the table. I got this, okay? I'm going to be all right. I'm Caribbean black, all right? He kept fucking it up, and she looked at me, and she's like, girl, if you don't put your foot down, girl, I don't want no booger spit or shit on my stuff. I'm going to be quiet. But these white motherfuckers, you want to beat me? My ancestors was better than me. You understand? Because I would have hit Harriet Tubman up like, give me some of that knockout shit that you be giving them babies to be quiet. What's the dose? I don't even care. I'm going to give them triple of it anyway.
Listen,
I don't care if they wake up or not.
They put us in charge of farm equipment. They put us in charge of fucking hoeing and axes. Cut that tree down.
They put us in charge of translating for them. They put us in charge of negotiating contracts.
Listen, I'd have had their ass fucked up.
Our freedom was their greatest fear realized. Because ever since then, they're paranoid because they know their retribution is coming. They just don't know when. This is why they have to fantasize about killing us, because they don't know when we're going to strike. So they have to create these scenarios in their head. They've never even met black people. They live in towns where they've never even met a black person. But
a black person even drove through the motherfucker, and they are there
fantasize about what they're gonna do.
And this
want my white woman. Look at your woman and ask yourself, you don't want the bitch. What makes you think I want her?
Exactly.
The fuck? You were laying next to her and she smells bad in front of you. But you think I want her because I'm black and she's white? Get the fuck out of here.
I
want your goddamn. I don't want your plasma television. But I got both televisions in this motherfucker.
But slaves had better hygiene than them. They had to learn about vaccines and inoculations from us. But the most pivotal thing, let me tell you just how fucking stupid the colonizers were, the slave owners were, and even the crackers and everybody else during that time. They put the kitchens on the outside of the house. So that means you can't even watch what the fuck we do. Absolutely not. Absolutely. First of all, I got family members that I would not let cook for me unless I could see every damn thing that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Those of y'all that follow me
on
my podcast, y'all know about the nemesis. I would not let the nemesis make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without me watching everything and looking in the jar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know some people like that. I know there's at least 5 people. I won't say they in my family or not because they might be listening, but I know there's at least 5 motherfucking people that if they said, hey, want to come over for a home cooked meal, I'm making excuses for everything.
Oh, I know.
I can't.
I
got like 4 ingrown ticks on my balls. I got to pull them off. I would come over, but thanks, but no thanks. I'm good. Like, but here
and for those of y'all that think that I'm being harsh, the nemesis is the same heifer whose greens recipe is taking canned blueberry greens, dumping them in a pot and taking a whole bottle of Italian dressing and pouring it in there and cooking it. And yes, it smells like dead bodies when you walk into her house. And bitch, I know you watching and I still don't like it. What you gonna do about it? Because you can't whoop my ass.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I do have one question though. I do have one question. And it's one that has been plaguing me since 2015. And I have yet to get a real good answer for it. out of all the motherfuckers in the United States that these people could have rallied behind, how the fuck did they get Donald Trump? On paper, Donald Trump is an abstract fucking failure. I go back to the one thing one that will aggravate me for as long as my black ass stays on this side of the motherfucking dirt, and that is this man sold steaks at the fucking Sharper Image.
Yeah, but I know why they chose Trump.
If you told me right now, hey Thomas, I lost a business. Oh, okay, well, it happens, bankruptcy, whatever. How'd you lose a business? Well, I was selling dildos at Costco.
And y'all did it 6 times.
Seems like a superb marketing.
Here's the thing.
All the fucking places you can sell.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. I mean, that's not a bad business strategy. I mean, quite honestly.
The fuck is not.
The man get a hot dog and a hot dog.
There you go.
I mean,
the man
you're not wrong.
In charge of The Apprentice, who came up with the show.
Yeah.
He says that basically he admitted he might be the reason because he made the country think that he was a good businessman. He made people.
He should never be allowed outside.
And he said he was like, you know what? Us putting him in that position and putting him out there like that, it made people think that he's a great businessman.
Yeah,
because look at
he's the one.
That dude should never be able to drink anything without wondering whether or not somebody put plutonium in it.
There was no boardroom in Trump Tower until Apprentice. But here's the thing. I've actually done the research on this. Trump was chosen because they thought because he's so feeble of mind and he was clamoring so hard to get into certain social circles.
Yes.
And he wanted to be a part of New York society. They thought that he would be easy to manipulate. They didn't realize how much of a narcissist he was. And after they had gotten in bed with him so much and realized that he could militarize his base, they started to lie to themselves as well in regards to how large his base was. Because one thing, let me explain to everybody watching, what happens online does not equate to real life. There are people who will grift off of you. You don't have to be the greatest. You don't have to have the biggest numbers. If people like you, people will align themselves with you in order to grift.
Yes.
There are a lot of people right now that are online going, yeah, we're the silent majority. Yeah, Trump 20 forever. They don't mean that shit. They can't stand him. But that's how they're paying. That's how they're paying their bills. And unfortunately, the people who are clamoring for power through Trump aren't the smartest. They're not the greatest. Because if you have anything to offer, you don't have to lean on anybody else.
Exactly.
And that's what it was. They thought that he was going to be the puppet and they were going to be the Svengali. That's why, because when he won the first time, that was his second run at the presidency. His second. A lot of people don't know about his first time because the first time he ran as an independent. This was his second time. And that's why he was surrounded by legacy Republicans, because they were like, we can finally get what we want through him. And then they was like, this motherfucker crazy. And they had to be like, let me wash my hands of it. Why do you think the Romneys, the Cheneys, the Bushes have pulled away? These are legacy GOP that if they stepped up and said, hey, cut this shit out, the GOP would. But they're making money off of the fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But it just, every time I think about it, every time I fucking think about it, all the motherfuckers on earth, all the motherfuckers you all could galvanize around, the racist parts, the sexist parts, the xenophobic, all the motherfuckers that are just floating around here in America. And you motherfuckers picked the one guy that on the surface, he ain't shit. In real life, he ain't shit. In his personal life, he ain't shit. As a father, he ain't shit. As a husband, he ain't shit. As a politician, he ain't shit. As a businessman, he ain't shit. Y'all picked him. Like, think about it. When you ask black folks, who's our heroes? Malcolm X. Didn't have a lot. Great orator, strong in his beliefs. Martin Luther King. Great orator, strong in his beliefs. Donald Trump doesn't even believe the shit that's coming out of his mouth from minute to. We're talking about a motherfucker that will.
He don't know what's coming out his mouth from minute to
minute.
Yeah,
he gets confused on his own shit.
But here's
he
the
gets
thing.
confused. The man sat there and said,
"The Heritage Foundation wants control," and this is what a lot of people don't realize. The Heritage Foundation started putting out their mandates during the Reagan administration. They have had people in the administration and things from their mandates implemented into legislation through every presidency since Reagan. Not just Republican presidencies, Republican and Democratic. If the Heritage Foundation really wanted to gain control, what they had to do was cozy up to a Democrat, or, here's the thing, if the GOP was like, hey, we're going to cozy up to the Heritage Foundation because we want to own everybody, what they should have done was when Ron DeSantis was still in Congress, get in his ear, groom him as the perfect candidate, because he has the family. He didn't have any scandals at the time. Nobody knew much about him. His wife was trying to position herself as the next Jackie O. If they would have plugged him instead of Trump, we really would have been fucked by now. Because they would have had more control and better control over Ron DeSantis, because the Achilles heel of Ron DeSantis is that he holds on to his military service because he likes to act like he was a badass, but he was a journalist. And he didn't want anybody to know that. The Heritage Foundation had the resources at the time to make sure nobody would have ever known that he was a journalist, and he could have continued to cosplay as a prolific pilot. And that would have been enough control. And they also could have covered up the fraud that his wife has been doing for decades in her nonprofits. And that would have been the control to get everything that they wanted. But they didn't look at it because they looked at him as being too young and that he could bounce back from stuff. And they're like, we're going to go get the old geezer. But if they would have plucked Ron DeSantis, we would have been indubitably screwed right about now.
Yeah. They needed somebody older. They just didn't count on this motherfucker being this crazy and this narcissistic. They didn't know. And how you didn't fucking know, I don't know, but it's like nothing about him. But see, this goes back to it. They want mediocrity. No, hey,
that was my answer.
This don't apply to you.
They needed white, rich mediocrity.
This is how
they could have gotten Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney would have done it because they put his niece as chair of the RNC for a while and had her change her name. Mitt believes
in
Mitt
golden.
Lost to Obama because
we don't give second chances in the GOP.
No, because the Heritage Foundation
anymore.
Didn't back him. What I'm saying is, if the Heritage Foundation was about politics instead of profit, and if they would have realized how much they could have profited from that, they would have backed Mitt Romney. He lost because he didn't have their backing.
Yeah.
But okay, so if that's the case, then the Heritage Foundation is about either they're the most evil human beings on the earth, or they're some of the dumbest bastards on earth.
They're both.
Because
two things can be true.
Facts.
You picked again. I'm looking at Donald Trump, the human being.
He went rogue. He's
been rogue. He's been rogue since birth.
But that's what I'm saying. Like what Taz was saying, they thought, okay, this is an old man. We can pull his strings. He wants to be in the social circles. So that's if we can bring him to high society, because he's a living example of money can't buy you class.
It really can't.
Because he didn't have it. Because he didn't have the class. These billionaires that are backing him now, they don't like him, but they're aligning themselves because he's making them money. He knows that he will never be. He knows he's never going to be in the true billionaire boys club. He's never going to be on it.
We've talked about that on this show. We've talked about the fact
they play to his ego, but what they didn't count on was Trump having his own aspirations. They didn't count on him having this grandiose idea of himself. They just thought, oh, he wants to be New York proper. So if we give him that opportunity, then we can control him. They didn't realize you can't control this motherfucker because he has delusions of fucking grandeur that he is going to see through.
They were looking at 1980s Trump. They were looking at 1980s
because on the conservative end, he's worth like.
They were looking at the Trump that was controlled by Ivana. Ivana was the one person who could control him. That's why in the midst of their divorce,
he buried the bitch in a goddamn on a golf course.
Yeah. But here's the thing:
never control me again, bitch. I'm on a golf course. But in
the midst of their divorce, his mother, that he never talks about, Mary Trump, went to Yvonne and was like, "Who did I raise? And are you sure? Like, can y'all work this out? Because I need you to keep him together." That's the thing. And also,
Mary should have swallowed.
She should have. But,
listen, if ever a night a woman should have decided to suck a dick, it was the night that he was produced.
When I saw the picture of his parents and that fucking daddy looked like his face was melting off, I said, okay, I'm good. Like, yeah.
But y'all got to remember that Fred Sr. kept sending Mary Trump to the asylum at that time. Because that's how men was, keeping control. And also, I need people to remember. I know the bullshit story that Trump has sold about his upbringing. He was not raised rich. His father was the embodiment of Ebenezer Scrooge. This is why Trump lives his life according to what he's seen on TV as to how rich people are supposed to look and act. That's why he can't
all
get
gold
into society.
Everything. Who in the fuck?
Yeah,
I know MTV Cribs got a lot of motherfuckers fucked up, but no.
He was quoted by a cousin because he was like, "Oh, you're going to decorate your home. I'll come with you." And the cousin said that they got fed up with him because he wanted to go to antique stores because he believed that if it's old, then you should pay a whole lot for it because people will be impressed by it. And the cousin was like, "Oh,
I got some old dog shit in the backyard he can have. Like, I mean, if you giving out money for old shit,
exactly.
I got some bleached dog shit in the back. That shit's ancient.
How old are we talking?
At least maybe about a year, maybe.
I'll give you $350.
Bet you can give me $350.
I'll give you $350.
And I'm on Gambit. But you won't let me and my girl steal a sloth.
Steal a what?
A sloth.
What the fuck is a sloth?
He won't take us to the sloth farm until we agree and promise that we won't steal a sloth.
Why in the world would you want a sloth?
Because we have a plan for a whole animal utopia with just women. I mean, there are a handful of men that can come to the utopia with us. Y'all are on the list, so you're safe. But yeah.
Like
I was told that I have to wait in the car or pay.
I wouldn't be good at a utopia because utopias.
No, he wanted plausible deniability, and we didn't want him to snitch, and we couldn't promise. He wouldn't promise that he wouldn't snitch, so he got to stay in the car.
And see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'd be good in a utopia because utopia have people in it, and even though I have this outgoing, gregarious mentality, I can't deal with everybody. Everybody, listen, I've been in rooms with motherfuckers that been like, I wanted to be here, now I don't want to be here.
First of all, there are 5 people allowed in this utopia. We agreed that there would be a voted-in cycle of 3 people that could come in for 4 hours, and what they do for those 4 hours is also voted on. You know what? I now wonder if I'm ever getting into heaven. I don't think so.
Listen, that the reason I don't believe in that shit is because there's a strong possibility. The rules on getting in is a little bit too fucking much for me. Like,
but see,
in the last 5 seconds of your life, you can say, "God forgive me, I believe in Jesus," and croak, and then your ass at the door.
No.
Meanwhile,
you know what? Hold up.
I like plus size women cake and plus size women cake and coffee, and I use the word fuck every once in a while, and I'm graded on a scale.
No,
Ain't that a
I'm tired of people. No, I'm tired of people selling that lie. Just like I'm tired of people selling the lie that forgiveness is for you. No, when you give blanket forgiveness, that is for the other person because they never have to face accountability. Because God Himself says that you need to repent, request forgiveness, and not repeat. And just like that, in order to get through the mythical pearly gates, you have to have the ability to show that you're not going to repeat it. So if you do fuck shit all your life and then you be like, oh, Jesus, you my homie, you're not getting me.
I'm just saying, I don't.
And here's the thing.
I wouldn't
want to take my last moments to confess. Like, I know God is supposed to be all seeing, but I think that because it's me, God be looking away a whole lot. Like, I'm sick of her shit. She just going to tell me what the fuck she did. I'm going to do a whole bunch of confessing because my thing is, I don't want to teach nobody the shit that I learned down here. I want to continue the debauchery that I've learned and I've gotten comfortable with and that I like to do, okay? I want to get high and I want to do some freaking deepy shit. I don't think I can be up there in heaven. And then in heaven, they say you're supposed to get a whole new face, a whole new body and everything. What if I see somebody and be like, she a bad bitch, and then in the middle of me bending her over, I realize it's my mom, and then I'm going to have to try to commit suicide in heaven. Then where do I go?
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I just thought about that. Just not you bending your mama over. That's whatever. I'm gonna get that one back to you. You can have here. I'll give Rep that shit right back. I didn't want that one. I didn't want that.
Oh shit!
I ain't want no parts of it. When you said it, I let it sit in my head until I could give it right the fuck back to you. Here you go. You left something.
Getting it on it, then you hear a like, absolutely not.
I was just sitting here thinking if what they say is true, if I'm wrong and everybody else is right and I get over there and God's like, well, we're going to weigh your sin. It's going to be a long day for God.
See, that's the thing.
I'm telling you, we going to go at it. Remember when you cheated on that girl? Remember when you killed all them kids in Uvalde? Bitch, let's go. Let's go, mother.
I just watched Serenity today, and the conversation. Do you know what your sin is, Mal? Well, I'm a fan of all.
Listen, we going head up. I
don't think God wants to do all that paperwork on any of us. Okay, He gave us free will, and my will. My will is nasty.
I want to see. I just want to see the Jesus that white people worship.
See, that's the problem. Because I think everybody is operating off of white Jesus. Because I don't care what nobody say. The greatest comedian you've never seen is Jesus. That nigga is hilarious. That's how I know. Listen. I got a shot at getting there. Because
he hilarious and he ain't got no damn watch. Because he can't never be on time.
White Jesus. The reason I talk about white Jesus so much and I call him Kenny Loggins is, number one, he either looks like Kenny Loggins or Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't figure out because they always changing the way the motherfucker looks. But secondly, white Jesus believes in some shit that I didn't think was in the book.
Yeah.
You know, white Jesus believes in supply side economics. Since when? The fuck? Like, you know, I fed all these multitude with 5 fish and some bread, and I made everybody pay for it. Like, what the fuck? Who is this white Jesus gonna come off the cross and kill somebody?
And for those that are not familiar with me,
he's an action figure.
I am ordained. Yes, I study. Do I have jokes? Absolutely. Do I do fuck shit when I'm at church? Oh, absolutely. I'm on punishment now from church. I got sat in the corner. Literally. I did. I literally got
Nobody puts stairs in the corner.
Randall, I think I will one day. I think I will.
They definitely did.
I will one day.
So, yeah, and chaos is ordained as well. And do we sit in church and cut up? Absolutely. But I have studied the Bible because my uncle was like, hey, I know our whole family is Christian. He looked at the next generation and was like, look, this is what I'm going to do for y'all and the rest of the church because I want y'all to make sure that you're going to be Christian. He did it was actually 3 summers, had us learn about every religion. He also had us study the Ethiopian Bible and the Apocrypha. So he's like, don't.
What's it called?
The missing books of the U.S. Bible.
It's called the Hakaba.
The Apocrypha.
The what? Say that shit. Say it again. Say it again, because it sounds like you said something about my aunt. What'd you call that thing again? The akaba hakaba. The what? Akaba. I'm trying to get the word. Say it again. Say it, please. Akaba. What is it called?
First of all,
you gonna have me? It's gonna be hickler in a minute. Keep playing.
Making me laugh. Stop. Wait.
It's gonna be hickler. I heard it, but I can't. I'm trying to get it the way you got it. The akaba hakaba. The hot. Help me, Taz. She can't even breathe. If you go into labor, it's not my fucking fault. All right, listen, I wasn't there when the conception happened. I'm just trying to get. You said about hakaba. Okay, now we can't even hear you. Now you didn't. Okay, now she's trying to breathe.
Thomas, you going.
The complete 50. I can't pronounce acapella.
Apocrypha. Is apocrypha?
What she said, hakaba hikba.
Apocrypha. Okay.
Oh my god.
Apocalypse.
This
Acapaka. It's a fucking acapaka. Like, I'm not studying the acapaka.
Over tonight, Thomas.
I'm trying to help. Listen, y'all think I make it up when I say these words I cannot say. I have a communication degree and I have a fucking weird. My brain thinks too much. So when you say a word, you say hakaba hakaba. All I hear is hakaba hakaba. I don't know how to pronounce. Like,
trust me,
angry for the longest things. I'm misspelling or missaying him Ali, the dude with the 2 Oscars.
Mahershala.
I am desperately trying to Machinima. I said it. Machinima Ali.
Taz. You know how many times? No, you know how many times I have phonetically walked him through saying Mahershala?
Me too, because I even typed it out.
Hi. I don't know if y'all know me. I'm a hyperactive person with fucking brain problems and shit. It's not that I'm not trying. It's just sometimes when those words happen, I get fucking caught up.
Stop saying that word because every time you say it, your godchild is going berserk over here.
Okay, I'm just okay. I'm not gonna say hakapa.
Your God count.
Hakamahima. I'm not gonna say that.
Y'all need Jesus.
The missing books of the Bible. I'll call it that. See, angry like. You don't know how to say hickama. No, motherfucker, I don't, obviously. I'm having a fucking hard time with it.
Hickaloa.
Apparently it's killing. What you
here's
said.
The thing. Here's the thing.
You know what? Y'all know these words.
I'm going to take the pressure off of you. Because let us not forget how I say gravy.
What?
Gravy.
It's gravy.
It's gravy.
What the fuck is that?
Gravy.
Gravy, baby.
It's gravy.
Gravy. The fuck are we doing right now? It's gravy, baby.
Gravy, baby.
Gravy.
If you ever come on here and call it grava, you got to go. We can't have you on the show no more. You come in here and talk about, girl, I had me some mashed potatoes covered in grava. The fuck is grava? Who served it to you and why'd you eat it?
A white woman.
A white woman served you some grava. That shit is gravy.
I'm still in trouble for wanting chicken nuggets and caviar because your boy will not let me live that down.
Why would you?
You wanted chicken nuggets and fish eggs?
What kind of pregnancy are you going through? What the hell are you going to give birth to? You want chicken nuggets and caviar.
Let me explain something to you.
Shits don't even belong in the same.
Hey, that's the Donald Trump diet. That's the Donald Trump diet.
No,
Jesus.
Even before this,
the fuck?
A brioche bagel, lightly toasted, with cream cheese, organic cream cheese, and caviar.
Oh, you're a Jew too? Okay.
Well. So you was just kicking it like that. Girl, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some caviar on this bagel with the cream cheese. I'm sorry. Where I come from, if we see fish eggs, it's because somebody done opened up a pregnant catfish.
First of all, we talked about this. That I have one aunt that if I call her and I want something, she won't send me no money, but she'll send me what I want because it's all the rage now that people are discovering that Crocs has a beach bag. I've had this Crocs bag since I think the first time I was a guest on here, and I was explaining, that I had a Crocs bag because there was like a different bag that was going viral on TikTok, and people were like, "No, it's that bag." No, the fuck, it's not. Just like I have mink Crocs, and they were like, "They don't make mink."
You
Crocs.
have what?
The fuck they do?
Of course.
Lord Jesus. Okay. Anyone who has ever watched this show, and since Nikki, this is being your first time here, I will tell you there are certain things, certain materialistic things that really drive me bananas. One, white patent leather shoes.
Oh,
I
God,
believe
no.
any man wearing a pair of white patent leather shoes has touched he's touched a cat.
Yes.
In a special place.
Yes.
He is the sort of person that will go up into a club with a shirt pinned down to the middle, with taco meat hanging out of it.
Yeah, that's
the second is Crocs. Fucking Crocs. Crocs is how I know the world won't make it. Crocs are how I know the world will not fucking make it. And she just sat here and told me she has a pair of mink
Crocs.
Who the fuck?
First of all,
mink plastic. Why would you make mink in plastic?
Oh no, my Crocs aren't plastic. They're custom. But okay, I'll show you my summer Crocs. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta. Hold on,
you're literally gonna get up and go get these goddamn. Do we have final thoughts? Like, do we have final thoughts?
First of all,
do we have final thoughts?
I didn't have beginning
custom Crocs.
I don't have any thoughts.
Do we have final thoughts?
I never thought. I can honestly say I never in my life thought I would hear mink and Crocs in the same word.
Hold on. I was
Nikki,
almost there.
now you feel me. Now you feel me.
Trust
Nikki.
me.
I'm over here going, what the fuck is going on?
I was looking up what cowboy Crocs the other week.
I'm all good. Bye.
Hold on. Yeah, that was Angry that did that shit.
You know what?
I did that.
Chaos talking about
rocking.
Listen, if you bring
now.
out some custom-made mink Crocs, number one, I'm gonna think y'all got a little bit more money than you're selling us. And secondly, I'm asking a question that is burning in America. What the fuck did you wear them things for?
My daddy's got money. My auntie got money.
They got mink Croc money.
But would your feet be sweating or are you wearing them in the winter?
They're winter Crocs.
Okay.
And then I have my summer Crocs.
I'm sorry. Like there was a distinction. No.
Of course.
These are the Kenny Bunkport's Crocs.
Of course.
We wear in the winter time.
Of course.
Where are we at right now?
Of course, there's summer Crocs and winter Crocs.
Of
course.
I don't wear them, so I don't know.
I'm the same person who has a very customized cup with a purse and chapstick, okay, and a necklace, okay, and a bracelet. I also have a different.
You caught me off guard with the Croc bag. You caught me the fuck off guard with the Croc bag.
Let's also not forget that I
don't think you wasn't just gonna drop that into the damn show, and I wasn't gonna go, whoa. Did you say a Croc bag? That means an actual purse that matches a pair of plastic shoes.
Purse. It's a beach bag. Like you put your stuff in it for the beach, and
it's bigger.
That's what you take.
Why not?
You know
what?
It's a little bit bigger.
Don't you miss putting your feet in the sand? Don't you? Oh look,
Thomas,
it's fucking sand.
I grew
just
up
put
on
my
the
feet
island.
in it.
Fuck the sand.
But
I used
mink,
to swim with sharks. Fuck the sand.
Wait a minute, mink Crocs.
Like I said, I would show you, but after all that rocking, I'm out of breath. I'm not.
And y'all have a hold on. And y'all got a problem with me calling it acapa.
I feel
they
like
make mink fucking Crocs.
When you say mink Crocs, I feel like that's the most like when you think of ghetto fabulous.
Robin Leach should have introduced those shoes. Hey, Nikki, you remember who Robin Leach is?
Yeah.
Lifestyles are
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
And here we are with a beautiful pair of mink Crocs. Like, you come on.
She going to get the mink.
We not gonna make it as a species. We not gonna make it. We are done.
I gotta say, mink Crocs fucked me up. I wasn't ready.
We're not getting to Mars. We are not getting to Mars. We're not. We're not. They made Crocs. Number one, she said they're custom made.
Oh shoot! I forgot. They're packed away. They're packed away to go up to Chicago.
That's okay.
How the fuck do you make made Crocs? Do you understand Crocs can be made with just plastic cups? Like if you got a bunch of plastic bottles, you can just melt the motherfuckers and put them in a Croc bowl.
You do realize I also have high heel, knee high Uggs.
You gonna make this man crash out?
We have final thoughts. We got 5 more minutes before we're supposed to go to final thought. You have knee high, high heel Ugg boots.
Next, she gonna say she got high heel Timbs, and I gotta check out.
if you got a,
I used to.
Wait a minute.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swarovski Croc now too.
Get the fuck out of here.
We're not gonna make it off this planet. We are never gonna get to space. We will listen. The aliens keep driving past us. They just keep driving. Them motherfuckers said they are down there making custom-made plastic shoes. Just keep going left.
I do have Swarovski jewelry on my other Crocs though. Don't have a heel on them.
Wait.
Don't send Thomas into. Don't send him into like meltdown.
Hold on, those I can show you because I just wore those today.
You put jewelry on plastic shoes.
First of all,
yeah, they call them giblets.
Anything can be bedazzled.
They call them giblets. The little stuff you put on the.
Wait a second.
We are talking. What the fuck is that?
Swarovski crystals, and it's got a heel on it.
It's got a heel. What the fuck is?
All Swarovski.
I have never been ran off my own show. I have never wanted to run from the hills from a show that I host. Never.
I'm not getting up again. That was a lot. That was a lot for Elmo. Jesus.
First off, why do you have Crocs with heels?
Because I'm short.
What that got to do?
The real question is why don't you?
All, these are more fashionable than the regular ones. So heels. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. More fashionable plastic.
Why?
As opposed to what? The non-fashionable shit?
Anywho,
I don't want to be here no more.
Let us not forget that coming soon is Taz Tells All on GC.
Yes, I don't want to play no more. I don't know where I've never wanted to run off of my own show. I've never been. There's never been a time I was sitting in front of this microphone like I need to just run for the hills.
You fucked him all the way up when you hit Mink and Crocs. You fucked him completely up
Mink,
for the rest of the night.
Crocs, custom made Crocs, Swarovski jewelry on Crocs.
First of all, he knows that I got a horse for my 16th birthday. I don't know why he shot. I told you, my daddy got money. I'm broke.
Listen, we are never getting off this planet. Never. We're never getting off this planet. Never.
We never leaving. We're never leaving. We're never leaving.
You can't take. You cannot take.
So listen, man.
Custom-made Crocs to space,
bro.
There's not an alien in America in the world that wants to see that.
I'm sorry, but I can see the white people at Crocs and be like, "What are they gonna love? What can we do? And let's make it Mink. Yeah, they'll buy Mink. And
here's the thing.
I done brought some outlandish shit too, probably. I don't fucking know.
Listen,
but see, it was a Christmas gift.
I gotta look up the Rockland thing. I have to look it up.
But when we were making, like when we were going through the process of doing it, it was clear that they thought that I was a white lady. And then that's when I realized my bougie it's gone too far. It's
interesting.
Is giving, it's giving Dynasty, on a budget. But we might as well have full disclosure because Nikki don't know this. In my purse, I carry around rose gold silverware.
You carry around.
Am I joking?
I've met my
Gavin has seen it.
Wait. You carry around what kind of?
Dude, she said it before, man. She said, bro, she's told us before.
Yeah,
because I'm autistic and I don't like to touch other stuff.
Okay, I get that. You have a germ thing. All right, great. I understand.
No, it's also a weight thing. But see, I have my own straws and I have my own reusable toothpicks as well.
See, that I could get into that. I could get into that because when I go to restaurants, I make them bring me hot water. So to boil.
I even have my own steak knife. See, this is my steak knife, and it's complete. Dessert fork and even chopsticks.
Okay, I don't know. I ain't went that far, but I mean, I can get with it.
And seasoning.
I am so low budget. I have no budget. I don't go eat with other people's shit.
Anything
I eat in a restaurant. I spit in my food and I see it. I'm gonna fuck you up. That's just me. I'm a weirdo.
Every angle, and she has something for every situation.
And she also has Crocs with a heel on it. Oh, it's time for final thoughts. Oh Lord,
Taz, that's going to your obituary, just so you know. She leaves. She survived by her mint Crocs. That's gonna be like in there somewhere. He gonna make sure.
I also have a garlic pepper corn mix grinder and Himalayan salt grinder that I keep in my purse. I also have oregano. I have my own vinaigrette. I keep my own hot sauce that I make myself.
Do you have anything that we'd be able to survive if there was like a plane crash? Like, I mean, you got everything else in that fucking purse.
I got everything. You
got Jack Bauer's bag from 24. What the fuck?
Taz.
You got Jack Bauer's bag.
Taz.
That's when you knew some shit was going to happen.
Hold up.
Jack Bauer's bag came up. You knew shit was fucked up. The
Hold
bag
up.
out. Jack Bauer's on his bullshit.
Taz, how strong is your core?
The fuck?
Very cool.
Hell, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of this show. And she is
like, I mean, I know
Jack Bauer bag.
I know that, but I mean, the kid and the bag, like
she's carrying a kid and a fucking bag.
Like Taz, how?
Let's not forget my go bag that has a bento box, my portable kettle, and my ramen bowl in it.
We're gonna go ahead and go to final thoughts. And like we customarily do when we have a guest, we like to have our guests go first. And before we do that, we would really desperately love to have Nikki come back. And we are so thankful that you would even spend your Sunday evening with the four of us nut jobs.
This was a good ass time.
Yeah. We tend to roll out the red carpet because
anytime y'all want me back, I am here. Like, you just tell me when
I tell you. we got a couple of shows scheduled, and goddamn it, we are definitely gonna need your 100% input. So, Miss Nikki Hughes, aka.
Hold on, Nikki, because I'm gonna have to take a little maternity leave. So, would you step in for a sister while she gone for a little bit?
I most certainly would.
Holy shit! Look at that!
All right.
Look at that! Now.
All right.
Taz, I told her she cannot do the show. We told her she cannot do the show in the delivery room, and she's going on fucking maternity leave. She got to go. I do not want her ass up here.
First of all, it's a home birth, okay? Because if my water breaks off be on this show and the topic is good, I'm not getting off camera, okay? You'll never That's what's going to happen.
There's no fucking way in hell we're going to have you on this show with contractions. You are out of your fucking mind. You all of a sudden go,
breathe.
Breathe.
Oh, you don't know.
We could have the Taz Gives Birth show if you want to do it. I mean, it'd be a ratings grabber.
And it's a home birth. Best you're going to get is that you'll see my shirt get a little wet because it'll be a home birth. I'll be sitting in the pool. And I'll keep talking to you like, hey, what's going on?
Listen, you're going to push, and then we get to see your hair all wild and shit. But anyway, thank you very much, Miss Nikki Hughes.
She's like, no, you will not.
Exactly. Damn it, no.
Listen, if you need to follow this beautiful sister, please go over to her Instagram. I'm pretty sure all of her links are there. And if you want to watch her eviscerate poor shrimp dick men, please go over to her Instagram. It is bitch happens. And
underscore happens.
Underscore bitch underscore happens. Nikki, final thoughts, please.
It's just a lot. I thank y'all for being here. This was like one of the best Sunday nights I've ever had in my life, and I look forward to coming the fuck back. Y'all are my people. Like, this is my tribe. Like, I can just literally we just talking, saying what we saying, and it happens, and that's my type of vibe. Yeah, I love this experience. Boss Up and Get It, I said you're gonna have a good time, and she was right, and I love it here. This is y'all my people now, so you stuck with me.
I'm a bite Nikki. I'm a bite not Nikki. I'm a bite Gigi when I see her ass. You know, we've had these conversations. I text her all the time, like, one day I'm gonna bite you. She's like, one day I'm gonna let you. I'm like, okay. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Boss Up, that's big sis. That's big sis. Because when I go up to Chicago, first of all, tell Boss Up I'm sorry. The last time I was supposed to go and take her out, I kept falling asleep.
She's only with child.
Exactly.
There's only a baby in her.
God, how long are we gonna lean on that? I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
Here's the thing. There was one week Thomas wasn't here. Okay.
Yep.
Chaos made me something to eat. And we were on the air, and he messaged me like, "You want to eat now?" Yes, I want to eat now. He was like, I don't give a damn. Bring me the food.
But you on air. I don't give a fuck.
And did I eat before that and fall asleep? Good thing I set an alarm, woke up, got on air. 20 minutes later, bring me the food.
Bring me the food now.
Bring me.
Went back to sleep. Like,
bring me the food.
I took today. I eat and I go to sleep. But
hey, listen, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes. All right, Gambit. Final thoughts, brother.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
you're only Gambit here.
Light skin Dwayne.
I didn't hear him say
Jermaine.
Gambit. Damn it.
Hey man, we should just start calling you light skin Nate.
Brother Nate.
LS Nate. LS Nate.
Just Nate, because that's my name.
Okay. Final thoughts, man.
That's just like you know the assholes that I used to work with call me Big Nate. How about you just call me Nate? Why you gotta put the modifier on? I mean,
because you one.
I know I'm big.
What the fuck you
shit
want me to do
didn't
about
happen
it?
yesterday.
Dog, it's you and my brother-in-law. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. Y'all motherfuckers is in some rarefied air up there. My 6-foot ass is going. The fuck?
I mean,
I really don't have any final thoughts today. I had a quote from I had a quote that I couldn't find, and I was desperately searching for it earlier, and I lost it. So I really don't have anything. I thought we weren't doing it. So
all right, Tez, final thoughts, sis.
I'm just happy this week I had somebody to sell the records with.
Oh my God!
And he said he wanted to come back so we could sell more records.
Yes,
right.
Yes. The sisters sell the records. We just sit around. We are the doo-wop guys in the back.
And because I just got a text message, Thomas, I'm sorry for breaking you. I will try to do better in the. Hold on. I will try to do better in the future.
This sounds like a prepared statement.
I'm really not understanding this Mick Proc thing. That's some shit's going to have to be explained to me later. I don't know.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to say this. I will work my hardest next week not to say something that causes someone to glitch.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Oh.
Sign my oldest brother. Who the fuck told you to watch the show, bruh? Michael.
God damn.
Angry final thoughts, man. God damn. I had something profound I was going to say.
Oh, God. Fuck profound, man. We ain't got nothing profound. Yeah, not tonight. First, Nikki, I appreciate you coming by. It was nice having you here. Taz, you're an anomaly, and you confuse me every week. Every week you confuse me. But you are absolutely amazing, and I love you dearly.
I love you too. Didn't I just say that my oldest brother is watching? He just sent me a text message that he made me read over the air.
Hey, you know, he's your older brother. What do you want him to do? Please, hey,
he's your older brother.
Black man glitch.
Don't read me no more snacks unless I read it verbatim. I read it verbatim. How long it's gonna take for you to get here, Michael?
Bring them snacks.
Bring them snacks.
Hurry up and bring them snacks.
Bring me snacks, guy. Bring the snacks back.
I need my fix.
Final thoughts for me. I'll end hopeful. Thomas Jr., Sinjay, Brendan, Asian. You guys saved my life. I don't like Father's Day. I don't. Not really a fan of it, but my kids saved me. I'm a better man because they exist, especially that little. And to anyone who doesn't have a dad or has a piss poor relationship with one, you know, you can adopt me for a day, yes. But Thomas Jr., Sinjay, Brendan, and Asian. There was no me without you. And I am a better everything because you guys exist. I love being a dad. Can't help it. I ain't gonna get into no tears in here. But yeah, I love you guys. I love Desmond, Raza, Shaylee, Kendra. Thank you for accepting me as your Thomas, I guess, and giving me all these great ass grandkids. God, I love that. Just love being a dad. All right. With that, we got to end this damn show. Nikki, well, welcome to the Villain's View, damn it. I am honored that you decided to join us, and I am humbled that you've learned anything from me. I thank you. That's all I can tell you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Taz, Angry, Gambit, you did it again. You the best rogues gallery on radio. I don't give a shit. Yep. You guys, every week, every damn week, y'all amaze the shit out of me. And I just get to be here and ride y'all coattails, I guess.
Oh, real quick, for all of you nasties, I know your girl been sleeping a lot. And normally I put them out on Monday, but all of you nasties, the Taz After Dark story, it's up. It's a whole new story.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a Taz After Dark?
It's written.
Okay.
Stories. He did the 3-part story for me. He read it.
That was him? That was your story?
Yeah.
I just thought Angry met some freaky woman and was like, hey, yo, bro, like, you made videos over this shit? Yo!
You thought I just met hold up, you thought I met some woman that was just like, you know what?
I did not. I thought you were.
As her sensual curves actually
from some random ass woman. First off, I was happy that you was in the dating pool, motherfucker. You should be. I'm looking out for my man. I'm proud of you. I'm like, yo, Angry reading freaky shit. He got it from a girl. Oh, that my man's dating.
No,
I'm out here rooting on you.
Thomas,
listen, my brother eating. We all eat. That's how I'm looking at it as.
Let me feel. I did a live one night and people were like, hey, we heard you used to have a spicy blog. I said, yeah. And they were like, hey, if we give you some ideas, will you write it? I said, okay. Then it started with Dave the Viking. They said, will you write this and get Dave to read it? And I asked Dave. He said, yeah, he read it. And then they gave me another idea and they said, hey, you think you could get Angry to read it? And I said, I asked him. I don't know. And Angry was like, bet, I'll read it. So yeah.
How many times have they asked you if I'll read something?
Oh, they gave me a story yesterday. I have to figure out how to write this because this one is a little uncomfortable because you're big bro.
Give it to me. I'll write the motherfucker. The fuck are you? I do. This is full service. I don't know if you know.
Hold on.
All this here is full service. I'll write the fucking story. I'll voice the damn parts. I'll even make it sound all sensual. Fuck with me if you want to.
You know what? Since you said that, how about we do this and we do a collab? I do the woman, like you write your part as the man, and then I respond.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. And we will see you all in 7 whole days. Stay tuned for Conversations with T. Nathan. Ladies and gentlemen, villains are out. God damn it. Now I got to try to figure out how to end this shit. The villain